That statement is half correct.
Listen. When you get a decent combat system, come talk to me.
It does. Just depends on the game.
What part of when you get a decent system, come talk to me? Do you not understand, old man?
Oh wait, he doesn't respawn because he has a unique item.
Alright, so you ready to restart your run then?
No, like no. So the enemy that I killed doesn't respawn.
Okay, so you're claiming this run is completely deathless. Show me your options menu. Show me your stats, please. Is there not a death counter in this fucking game? I don't think it's a problem for just Dark Souls 2, by the way. I think it's a problem for every Dark Souls game. Persona 3 will show up later. Mangler's not going to be here the entire time. It's just that he asked if like he could stream some like a different game since we couldn't really do it Sunday and Kyle can't do it today. So we're going to be Mangler want to do a Dark Souls 2 Deathless run. So I thought playing, showing off the best From Software game, I thought would be a great idea.
Do it Sunday. Maybe Zim might not be able to do it Sunday. I mean, if you want me to restart and set like another 6 minutes of just fucking around.
I will trust that you did not die to the singular enemy over there.
Guys, it was just the fucking giant. It's not.
But if you did!
No, I didn't.
But if you did!
I did. Then I would just restart back the tutorial and waste 6 minutes. So it wouldn't even be that much. It wouldn't be an inconvenience for me, really. I'll just pick up where I left off.
Very convenient.
I will say that for the deathless runs, I am permitted.
You are permitted.
Not for falling damage, but for grabs to
What?
be able to close application. That is specifically because grabs do an absurdly stupid amount of damage in Dark Souls.
I have to appreciate within some extent that you try to do these super hard challenges, but you always put these weird caveats that anyone else would be like, no, I'm not going to put this in.
I mean, I could just not put the caveat in. But...
I mean, like, listen, I'll be able to. These are mid-season blogs you want to go in to do. King Bradley versus Solid the Snake, Anakin Skywalker versus Obito Uchiha, Monokuma versus Kuro Sensei, Ash Ketchum versus Yugimoto, Satoru Gojo versus Makima. I think Gojo has that one, because Makima's the bunker. Oh, Dark Souls 2, whoop him out. Alright, that's fine. See you later, Sparta. I'll never understand why people dislike Dark Souls 2 so much.
I don't like good game design. They're stuck in nostalgia land. That's right, I said it. Come back to me when you get a sequel that actually improves on the mechanics of your game. I mean, I guess Dark Souls 3 did that, but Dark Souls 3 only did that because Dark Souls 3 did it first.
So, I already beat Elden Ring on stream. Makima should high diff? You think Makima beats Gojo? How does she get past the infinite barrier? I don't know. So from what I saw of Set the Programmer's video of Gojo, Gojo's got some pretty crazy abilities. Also, man, Ash vs. Yugi, man, Zim, are you gonna look at that one? I will look at that one. That being said, fucking, I still need to fucking watch some of the other death battles.
Happening
It depends on what they're gonna say specifically. I think Ash could potentially win. Hang on, what's the team people use for this? Holy shit. What the fuck? Uh, oh, these people are fucking crazy. I have to mimic their movements. What's this? Infinity can be bypassed by abilities that don't move towards it, like Seth mentioned, Kamui as an example. No, no. Seth's argument was that Kamui appears in space, therefore it appears behind the barrier.
Oh, so the issue with the barrier is the barrier only hits the area in front of Gojo.
Well, that's not entirely true. It hits the area between two objects, because he can technically do it behind himself.
No, so he can do it behind himself, but he typically doesn't. He does it in front of himself, usually. Because he doesn't usually have to do it behind himself, and he's usually as fast.
I mean, but like, if we're gonna do like a versus matchup, you would assume he would do it behind himself if like the situation arose.
If the situation arose, but the problem is that there are characters that can hit you from behind while attacking from the front.
Well, he can just do it. No, like as far as I know, it's not like specifically like one side. Like I don't think it's locked to just you have to do it on one side and that's it.
The affinity that separates you and him. But that's not like.
I mean, granted, I'm not exactly fluent in. Are you gonna die?
Nope.
I was like, bro.
Not fluid in statistics. Or I guess not statistics, calculus.
No, I'm not fucking fluent in fucking bullshit new mangas. Hey, let's see Best Girl.
Hang on one second. Gotta go get things.
Where's Best Girl, Mangler? Where is she?
A moment. Also, for those who are wondering why I chose the bandit build,
This is Dark Souls 2.
because I can, I like the bows. I do like the high vitality and dex. That is kind of nice. But I do want to do some dex, bleed, and like long range options. And I also wanted to show that you can basically beat the game with extremely low thing that you. Basically, the position that you need.
I'm gonna laugh when you die to the fucking pursuer.
Oh no, pursuer is like one of the easiest enemies in the game. One of the best designed enemies in the game.
You have a big track record for being super confident only to die to a simple mistake. You understand that, right?
Well, simple mistakes are often the silliest ones.
Anyways.
I think I can.
Yeah, I don't know too much about Makima, though. That's the redhead chick from Chainsaw Man, right? I mean, I know you don't know that, Mangler.
No way do I know that.
Is there a magic to make Ash win? I mean, we'll have to see what the research says. I'll have to see what they say. I kind of appreciate the fact that every Dark Souls game after Dark Souls 1 gave you essentially a waifu.
Sorry, but I must skip your dialogue.
Do you just want his blue crest or what?
Yeah, that's. We'll get as many stuff as we can. Well, he also gives us stuff later, like certain range.
May I ask what the crest actually does?
Increases your health slightly. That can be useful in the first 50 or so levels when your health is increased. Okay, so let me go over here and look over here.
What does Killer Instinct scale? I did not know. I did not know the series.
Oh, she didn't move. It's unfortunate.
I don't think she moves till you leave the area for the first time. Where's the note saying massive chest ahead?
I do not have online stuff, so you will not see notes. Okay.
You know, for such a bleak and depressing game, Dark Souls got them top tier waifus. You know, for
It's also got Medulla, which is one of the mysterious but also somewhat peaceful towns in Dark Souls. You know, for for all the shit Dark Souls gets as like a world.
I mean, Makami also has time manipulation, space manipulation as well. It really depends on how it works, but also like, can that beat Gojo's infinite like knowledge thrown into you? Did Mangler die in real life?
No.
I was gonna say he took the no death run a little too seriously.
It's just like it's over.
Did I actually tell you I fucking ate some weird fucking... I ate sushi that was 4 hours out at room temperature.
That was, interesting.
I did not realize... Hey, Zim, do you think Dante can bypass infinity? Yeah. The demons have to bypass infinity to make it to the human world. And Dante can keep up with the fastest demons.
And across the demon world.
Yeah, we...
also have to bypass infinity on, like, a larger scale, because we can... So, based on the demon world size, we can tell that, like, infinity by the demon world's measure is so large it makes an entire 4D construct look like a ray of light. So, like, their infinity is way bigger than, like, three-dimensional.
And they technically have multiple infinite spaces in the demon world, and Dante scales to a demon that can cross the entire demon world in a day.
Cross the entire demon world and can cross every single inch of every single space in every single part of the entire demon world in less than a day. He doesn't just cross the demon world, he can cross every inch of every speck of space.
I was gonna say, Mangler, you were gonna fucking die at this rate. Holy shit.
Yes, that was the ogre I killed at the beginning.
For Things for challenge runs, does the lives reset at the halfway point character swap or all 20 missions? It's all 20 missions.
Yeah.
If you die really early on, are you just gonna reattempt it?
No, I'll play it every game.
Makami has an ability similar to Gojo's domain expansion. Funny enough, she got it through the Cosmos Fiend, so she can use information manipulation too. But can she manipulate an infinite amount of information?
Oh, I was not paying attention.
Did you die?
No, I activated my menu. Oh, very nice.
I literally just got done pointing out to this guy that he makes fucking stupid mistakes and he dies as a result. And he's like...
There's no amount of damage that he was going to be able to do that would kill me.
I think you're missing the point here. Who wants to put a little pseudo betting pill? Yes, she can. Is that stated she can manipulate an infinite number of information, or are you just arguing she can manipulate a large amount?
Oh, whoops. I forgot I didn't have a shield.
And she has just her own information manipulation? I'd have to see the context for that one.
Information manipulation is a bit different than soul manipulation or things like that. Depends on how the ability is activating. Because you can just activate information manipulation without having to affect your own information.
Well, so the way it works, at least from what I understand, is that Gojo can basically just infect your mind with an infinite number of with an infinite amount of information. I'm arguing she can. No. Okay, so this is where it's gonna get a little like. Is it ever stated she can do it on an infinite amount? Because she might be able to do 3 billion pieces of information at once. But that's not an infinite amount, you know? Like, that's the problem. If you can't find a statement where that she can do it an infinite amount, you can argue she might be able to resist other versions of information, like overexposure. But if there's no statement for infinite, I'm sorry, but like infinite. If you can only do a finite number, you can't assume you can resist an infinite amount of something. There's no debate between Giorno versus Gojo. I'm pretty sure Giorno takes that.
Across the infinity that stands between you and me, Giorno. Okay.
You'll never surpass infinity. What the fuck does that mean, Giorno?
Like, oh, you just put an infinite space between me. Okay. Golden Space Requiem, can you, No problem, buddy.
Requiem, could you either bypass that infinity because you scale the part 6's thing that scales to infinite speed, or can you just revert the barrier that he put between us?
Is that why people argue? I always thought they argued it because of the data books. That say his speed is tagged as an infinity sign, whereas everyone else has like a finite number for theirs.
Hang on. Is Jorno's data book stated to be infinite? Let me check.
So in his, this was the argument that VSB used. So in the data books for the characters, every character has like finite values. I think on a scale of like 1 to 10 or 1.
I understand that.
Jorno's is represented by an infinity sign. Once he gets
Gold Experience Requiem speed in the official manga is none.
None?
Yeah. GER has no speed whatsoever. Now, obviously...
It says infinity.
No. So... Technically...
I'm not talking in the manga. I'm talking the guidebook says that.
That would just probably be scaling based off fucking, that'd probably just be because of fucking, Made in Heaven.
Well, I was gonna say I think it's alongside the statement that it's like the strongest stand, or something like that.
So technically, I don't know if you want to take the guidebook information over the manga's like data information. I don't know which one would take precedent there. Hang on. It says that she can force total understanding of everything in the universe, so I'm not sure. But then again, doesn't the universe possess infinite possibilities? There's so much we don't know.
The multiverse can, but the universe is kind of generally we wouldn't assume the universe to contain infinite possibilities.
So universes are infinite. That's what Seth argued for. I believe the universe is infinitely expanding, but even then, that's the theoretical assertion.
I would say it's like, to say it's infinitely expanding is that currently, as we understand it, is continuously expanding. We don't know if the universe currently is going to stop. In fact, there's been many theories that the universe at some point is going to suffer, instead of a Big Bang, is going to suffer what's known as a big crunch. Which I believe is supposed to be an inversion of that it's going to actually like... I think it makes more sense
that it's just going to start tearing apart.
Yeah, like, so I would argue like there's probably more theories that it's probably not going to expand forever.
Here, I'm going to use Seth's own argument against him, because Seth will use this and argue against it. So the first Google search says that it's finite. It's 46 billion light years in every direction from us. And it's further expanding, but it's still finite.
I was going to say that the universe, we know it already to be finite, and it's expanding at a finite rate. Now, you can say it will, let's say we know for a fact it's going to expand over an infinite length of time. It'd still be expanding at a finite rate regardless.
Well, so
this is not moving within an infinite range. It's moving over an infinite length of time.
So this is where I'd have to also point out a question that I think is fair to make. How many possibilities do you think are actually enough to make it infinite? Because let's say if in my lifetime I have 700 billion possibilities that cover every possible thing I could ever do. That's not infinite. The idea of having infinite possibilities...
Also, for DC, that's a bit different. So DC has direct statements that its main universe is infinite. Our universe, like DC, wouldn't be applicable to ours. We do not have such evidence that our universe is infinite.
I would just say, I don't really have a stake in this discussion. I don't know either series. I would just say on a personal level, if you don't got a statement for infinite, it's probably not good enough to argue against infinite.
The number's not big enough.
Welcome to the world of Dragon Ball.
Did I not hit him off of there?
You did not. Why'd you switch your weapon?
Oh, I guess I plunge attacked him. That was kind of funny.
God, I love them Dark Souls hitboxes.
Oh, yes. That was more like an in lag issue, to be honest. Like the hitbox was fine. It was the fact that I completely eliminated the in lag as I fell off. Oh, sweet! I got some witching irons. Perfect. All right.
Interesting. Well, I don't think Infinite Void could kill Makima, though most likely incapacitate her since she has resisted such before, not to mention her mortality. Well, again, like, so this is the thing about resistance, is resisting a finite number versus resisting an infinite number is not a ballpark comparison point. What the hell is Hollow Purple? Oh, that's Gojo's. What? I actually don't even remember what the fuck Hollow Purple did. Hello, Jeremy. Fuck. I know Seth talked about it. I don't remember what the fuck it did, though. I'm gonna be honest. These days for manga, I just read, like, romance mangas or, like, slice of life. I don't really read too many shonen mangas and stuff of that nature, or just read old mangas. Well, I think the older stuff's better than the newer stuff a lot of time, and of course One Piece. You know, you gotta have your daily dose of One Piece.
Sweet, I needed a firebomb.
Gojo's existence erasure, right? Thank you. Does she resist existence erasure? Do you know where all the mimics are, or no?
I know where most of them are.
Because I was going to say, you're opening these chests really freely. So you need to keep up. I don't give a fuck about half these verses.
Oh, also, I was going to say, mimics are kind of another reason I would probably say most Dark Souls fans would probably accept the close application thing, because mimics are literally just designed to kill you automatically at full health.
Well, hit every chest you run into then, like I do.
Yeah, well, no, I usually used to...
The fear will make you listen. I didn't find Chainsaw Man or fucking the other one interesting. I don't think the character designs are all that interesting.
Oh, I probably should have gone down to that area. Yeah. Oh, well, whatever.
Hang on, Mangler. I just came back. What? Speak. Speak, I was gone.
Speaking.
No, I mean, like, what the fuck were you saying when I left like 2 seconds ago?
I was saying, oh, I missed the thing.
Very convenient!
So what I missed was that I should have gone down here and killed them before I used the bonfire.
What I missed is where I was giving a fuck! And just silence as Mangler stares at me with the disappointment of a father looking at his child.
I mean, I'm kind of focused on the game, but that's okay.
Damn, now he's ignoring me further. Nah, I mean, I feel kind of bad. I just don't, like... I just don't find a lot of the new stuff too interesting. I don't even watch anime anymore. I don't know about you, Mangler, but, like, I don't even fucking watch anime for the most part.
New ones? Like, new and up-and-coming ones? I don't think so. I really just watch, like, old anime, or I'll find something that's been out for a couple years, and I might check it out, maybe. I think Attack on Titan was, like, the last one that I watched when it, like, came out.
Yes.
But I didn't even wait for it regularly.
Devils in Chainsaw Man Immortality are relying on the humans' fear of them. As long as humans fear them, they will always exist. Doesn't the actual Chainsaw Man erase them from existence anyways? Like, isn't that his power? That he just erases them from existence by eating them?
There we go. I got it. That is not a very helpful parry frame. Oh, you hear that? Oh shit.
You gonna be okay? Oh, these fuckers are gonna kill you.
Man, I would really like a long sword right now. Yes, please keep hitting to the side.
Oh!
Now, I could have chosen to be greedy there, but I am not going to.
The reason Devil, he erases their concepts Okay. Is there any other existence erasure in Chainsaw Man or no? If the answer to that question is no, I think you can argue that the existence erasure works on them. I mean, you could argue you have to erase them on the conceptual level, but like, if I erase them from existence, am I not erasing them on the conceptual level to begin with?
Not necessarily. You have to prove you're affecting someone's concept. But even if they can recover from existence erasure, you do have to prove that they can regenerate, usually like in a short period of time or in a comparable period of time. So existence erasure, even for something that might not kill a person, by virtue of, you know, basically removing them from the battlefield or incapacitating them temporarily, you can technically defeat a person in a versus matchup by using existence erasure, even if they can regenerate from it.
Basically, I think like there's like a rule of thumb argument where like if you fucking if it takes you like what, like more than like anything longer than a week, I think is when they're like, yeah, no, this is bullshit.
It depends on how much you script it, but I would say general battle assumptions are about 30 minutes or so. Like if you can't get back in a reasonable length of time, like if it takes you a really like egregious length of time, unless we're just writing like the scenario, we're just saying like, okay, well, I'll give you a week. And like, okay. But I would generally say like 30 minutes to maybe an hour at max is like the limitation I would give. At that point, why is the person gonna fucking stick around? Like,
wait. Okay, so has she come back from existence erasure or no? Because what Mangler's point is based on is that even if, let's say, you don't die, have you ever been shown to come back from existence erasure? Because that's not the same thing as being blown up or atomized.
You can also... Whoa. I did not know he was there.
Are you dead? No.
Oh, shit. I really should have considered that one. Oh, hang on a minute. I can use this to my advantage.
You're going to die due to your own carelessness.
Now.
The one time we're ever going to discuss Chainsaw Man, and no one's here to watch it.
For shame.
I hope no one asks about Chainsaw Man in the future.
Okay. Start. Well, actually, you know what? I don't want to carry like all these things. One of those.
No, those have come back from hell after being killed and teleported to the human world in an instant in the same spot they died.
Is it in a short frame of time?
Yeah, well, I mean, he said in an instant.
Oh, in an instant? Yeah, then...
But they didn't do that from existence erasure. They just did it from being killed.
Oh.
Wait, okay, so okay. Do they come back, like, do they completely reform their bodies, or what happens specifically? Because I do not know the rules of Chainsaw Man. As far as I know, I don't even think demons have the same host. I think it's like they have different hosts. Oh my goodness, dude, do not be why are you playing like this?
I was not playing like that. I thought, like, it would do a 360.
You are playing the way...
There we go. That's how you're supposed to do it. I fucked it up. So you're supposed to be very... Whoa.
You're going to fucking die.
I shall not.
I'm... Yes, their bodies are reformed.
Fire. Wait, right? You have... Okay.
Oh, fuck. I don't know how to... I don't know on that one.
A lot of life gems, but I'm going to pop them before I get to areas where they become invalidated.
I think you can make an argument that then she can resist, or not resist. I think you can make an argument she can deal with the existence erasure, if that's the case.
I thought that was a fucking sweep. My bad. How are you? Oh, that's right. I don't have enough fucking... I don't have enough stats to be lifting this sword without 2 hands. That's why it does reduced damage.
Only Chainsaw Man can raise their concepts, but that didn't permanently kill Makima. Her, as the control devil, got reincarnated into a little girl who was similar personality to Makima. Wait, so is Makima dead then?
Come on, buddy. Yes! Run. Come on, buddy. Got him. He's down. Why are you behind me? Of course, he went for a sweep. Alright, it should be.
Yes, technically. Yeah, because Chainsaw Man gets really confusing there on that. That's where I think it gets really fucking confusing. Because it's really hard to fucking tell if she's fucking dead or not. Because these people will be like, oh yeah, she's dead. But not really. Makima is the control devil. So she basically lost her memories and is now stuck as a little girl that Denji adopted as his sister. Is she dead or not? It sounds like she's dead to me. I'm not mad. Why would you think I'm mad? Honestly.
Oh fuck! I didn't get enough souls. I was supposed to.
Your mom didn't get enough souls.
I just needed 70. Wait, hang on.
I can. Trying to get an answer out of Chainsaw Man fans. Is she dead? Maybe. What do you fucking mean, maybe?
Oh, did he die? That's
Chainsaw Man's a very good series. I mean, I guess.
Oh, the double. Ooh. Yeah, you're not ambushing me with your bullshit. Well, I guess it's not an ambush because I
hit him with that. Oh, baby, the triple. Hang on.
There, we got it. All right, we got what we needed. This is what I was supposed to wait for a couple more souls, literally like one more kill, and it would have been fine.
Well, it seems it didn't really cause you too many problems.
Well, so the reason why, and you kind of already know this, but the reason why is we want the covetous silver serpent ring +1, which we can get by buying the fragrant branch of yore. Oh wait, and if you spend 10,000 of her stuff, she gives you these for investing in her stuff.
Which I think, what, doubles your XP values or whatever?
No, it increases the amount of souls you gain by 20%.
Mangler, did you see my comment on Discord about the clones? Manto? Basically, she is, but that little girl still possesses her powers and is still a devil. Yeah, so she's dead then. Crazy bitch is dead.
This will really help us get a lot of additional souls.
Mangler's just gonna ignore what I said and move on with his day, as he should.
I gotta open this thing. Okay.
But what if I told you Sharima?
I knew I was supposed to dodge the incorrect way. Or I was supposed to dodge the opposite way, but I fucked it up. I'm gonna burn through all my life gems now because they're gonna become useless after like 2 levels. It's gonna be all Estus.
Are you serious?
What?
Are you serious? You don't like the life gems? That's like the main. That's like the main complaint everyone has about this game, are the life gems breaking the balancing.
no, they don't break the balance. People are saying I'm fucking retarded. So I'm gonna explain this right now. For something to break the balance, it needs to actually be useful. The life gems are useful at the very beginning of the game. But the people who made this claim kind of forgot that the life gems don't heal a percentage of your health. They heal a set amount of your health. So the more your health increases, the less relevant they get. And they heal, I think, around 200 health. Or it's like, no, it's 400 health. Yeah, it's 400 health. They heal 400 health. Which, at the beginning of the game, that's like, oh, well, that could be like half your health. Yeah. And then like 20 levels later, you have like 1400 health. Now a life gem is a third of your health. Then a life gem is a quarter of your health. Then a life gem is 10% of your health. And the fucked up thing is that it takes like 6 to 7 seconds to heal 400 health. So if you have 2000 health, that is 6 to 7 seconds to heal 20% of your health. When an Estus would have done the job 5 times over. People are like, yeah, this breaks the balance of the game. Because you have so many. Like, you have to pop like 3 or 4 when you get the effect of 1 Estus.
Mangler, when you hear someone say something breaks the game, you fucking fools.
That's what it feels like. It's like, dude, you didn't do any research.
You were not a fan of Mahler's video.
I mean, he's a fucking idiot. Like, he didn't do his
well,
research.
why do you hate such an intelligent man?
Hey man, like you can like his movie reviews and then hate other things about him. Because he's just like, man, I made this entire length essay. Like, this is the best defense you can make for Dark Souls 2. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You're probably a pleb who simps for Dark Souls 3. For all the wrong reasons.
You are not going to make that shot.
Hang on.
You are terrible at this.
Yeah, I probably should have. He used to be like you, and then he took an arrow to the knee. And fell to his death.
Oh, you're fucking trash, bro. Little girl's still crazy. I see all that. Did you see the Persona 2 Eternal Punishment for PSP got English patch? Whack. Oh, you fucking trash basket.
I know that most of the chests in the game don't have mimics in them. But I'm not as familiar with New Game Plus, even though I played New Game Plus a lot, because I don't remember the mimic locations some. I remember some new mimic locations, but they actually improve certain mimic locations in New Game Plus that aren't there in the base game.
Maybe you should be careful then.
I'm going to have to be careful with it. Well, if I go into the New Game Plus, I would just do a no bonfire run at that point. Because then I would have already had the stuff from the no death run.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, no bonfire run is actually super easy, though.
How the fuck is a no bonfire run super easy?
Because you can technically, you're allowed to die, and you can get all of your stuff, like your Estus and stuff, like restored. You can also light bonfires to set checkpoints. So if you feel you need to light the bonfire at Majula, you can go to Majula, and you just have to do a little bit of travel. I see my comment on Discord about the clones. The clones. The attack of the clones. Oh, you mean that. There's no way to reel in my clones. You guys just have to get better perception.
Fuck,
Sorry.
do I not know how to fucking spell bouquet? I'm a fucking English major. I'm a fucking failure. I guess those two are synonymous, however. Devil embodies, Mangler's going to Jankland. Listen, I'll say Elden Ring's better than Dark Souls 2, but of the original 3 Dark Souls games, I would still say Dark Souls 2 is probably the best one.
If that is true, I would love to play some Elden Ring.
If Elden Ring was just not so fucking free, like fucking free roaming, it'd be perfect. Also, what is the bouquet? No, it's a bouquet of flowers, Newman. You already drew the hentai, a little bit of the hentai scenes after what happens there. It's a bouquet of flowers. It's a flowers. It's the partially whole flowers in it. Devil, it's embodied the concept of their names, which is why when Chainsaw Man races a devil, everything related to its name is gone. For example, Chainsaw Man ate a Nazi devil. And because of that, no one in Chainsaw Man verse knows either Nazis or World War II. No, it's a bouquet. It's called a bouquet.
That's more like information manipulation, like concept.
No, I think they just directly say they embody concept.
I'm just saying what he's describing at face value. Oh.
Well, actually, wait. I'm sorry. Can you say? Okay, here. Let me.
Time to get greedy. Just kidding.
Hang on.
Kill you real quick.
I don't know what the fuck you people call this. It's a bouquet of flowers. It's the thing you hold for flowers. You like Elden Ring?
We talking? When we say bouquet, are we talking about the plastic like wrap that you hold around a collection of flowers?
Technically, the collection of flowers is just called the bouquet of flowers, but yeah, like that'd be the plastic wrap.
So it's something that you buy off like a stand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I know what that is. I was just.
Ramos
I thought
here?
it might have been a vase, but I'm like, no, that's a vase.
Zim, Elden Ring at least has... Elden Ring does not have a story. Elden Ring's fucking trash with stories too. From Software is just a garbage studio when it comes to stories. It's like they decide to beat themselves off on a page making the world building and great lore, and then at some point they realize, oh fuck, we needed a story. Go become the Elden Lord. Go light the flame. Go free yourself from the curse.
From Software story. There, I said it.
What?
I said Sekiro has the best From Software story.
Yeah, it's competition. It's real fucking stiff. Persona 3 Remake got confirmed? They're doing a Persona 3 Remake? What?
Yet another game that does not affect me.
When does that come out? Because I'm currently playing Persona 3. Seth believes Goku can beat Goch. Maybe Heroes. Oh yeah, Goo, by the way. I am not... listen, I respect Elden Ring as a game. I don't think it's that good, though. I will respect it, but I am not the biggest fan of Elden Ring. If you want someone to go suck off Elden Ring, you can go watch like 1,000 fucking videos on YouTube. I am not one of those people. Oh. Alright, let's see the no death run in here. Hardest boss in the game, let's go. Wait, hang on, man. I actually forgot something. I forgot to ask you this. When you say no death run, is that going to include DLC?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say because I do not see you beating the Frozen King with a deathless run.
I would, if I was gonna do no deaths, I would do DLCs only, and even then, I would argue any one of those DLCs individually is harder than most of the conflicts in this game combined. Like Dark Souls 2, like I'll be honest, I think most of the Souls games are pretty easy. They just have minor differences.
So
Dark Souls base game is not that hard.
Does this include the Diablo boss?
Diablo boss?
The Diablo boss.
What is the Diablo boss?
Does this include... I think they're called the Dark Lurker? The Angel.
Yes. Not unless my build includes it, which this one doesn't. I can't really get into that unless I like...
I actually never fought the Dark Lurker. I fought everything else. Like, I didn't realize there was a hidden boss in this game until after I beat the game, and I was like, I don't want to go back through it again.
The Dark Lurker is definitely one of the best bosses in the series, but he's...
Is it?
He is. He's a really good boss. He's got a lot of great mechanics and stuff. It's just... He can put a lot of pressure on you. It's just like, you know...
Guys who's playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3? Not me. Persona's greater than Elden Ring. I mean, I'm gonna be straight up honest. I would rather fucking play a Persona game than Elden Ring. Yeah, I'll say it.
How dare you?
Nah, bro, Elden Ring.
I've never played Persona in my life.
I'm gonna tell you up front, and maybe you'll disagree with me. If you played one Dark Souls game, you've played them all. There is not enough substantial difference.
I would disagree because Dark Souls 2 exists.
I would say there's not enough substantial difference. You're not gonna kill him. Back the fuck up. He's gonna fucking murk you.
Hang on, what's this?
You can't even go through the door!
Hang on, watch this. You're not gonna kill him, he says, as his health has dropped to below 30%. I wanted his souls.
This is just sad.
Oh, this is the state of my weapons, unfortunately.
I'm gonna say this right now. If that was an Ashen Knight of Gwyn, that would not have gone that smoothly.
Oh wait, I'm missing a little area. You go over there.
I'm definitely not. Not until I play my most hyped game, Soul Hackers 2, and... Listen, I'm just saying that Elden Ring, while it wasn't awful, I mean, I'll say it's the best, Zim. That's the equivalent of saying if you beat one Mega Man X game, you beat them all.
A lot of the original Mega Man games play almost exactly the same.
Well, so the problem I have with Dark Souls is Dark Souls gameplay does not change drastically enough from game to game. And I can't mind, I know that might sound a little hypocritical because I'm a DMC fan, but
just talking the core gameplay, yeah, it's not.
Well, it's like, like if you play every DMC game, there's differences with the core gameplay in every single one of them. They all feel different. I cannot tell you with a straight face that playing Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 felt as like anywhere near as close to different. The enemies felt different to fight, to be fair, but like I would attribute that more to shitty enemy design.
Can you please come over here?
No.
Alright. I'll make you come over here.
DMC 2 is just DMC, but if you decide to be good one day.
Dude.
I'm sorry. Is my take too based?
Oh, trying to get him over here. Okay, there we go.
I'll say it right now, a fully complete DMC 2 would still be considered the best DMC game. There's a universe out there where the DMC series got flowers for Algerond.
This is DMC series out there where DMC 2 got its step cycle and was a better game than 4 or 1.
No, your stream mic is loud, lol. Oh, here, let me lower it.
Well, technically, it doesn't have to compete with DMC 3 in that universe because the reason DMC 3 is so good, according to the developers, is because they felt like they had to make up for 2. So again, that just proves that if 2 had been given a proper dev time, 3 would have been like an okay game.
Yeah, as I understand, the reason it doesn't change enough is because the system wasn't broken, so it didn't need to get fixed. I'm more disappointed in the fact Elden Ring didn't put more effort on combat. I'm more disappointed by the fact that Elden Ring decided to just fucking bend prayer builds over and just have their way with them. Mangler tells me it's been a problem in every game, but I don't think that's true.
Well, what did they do to the prayer builds? Did they make them strong, weak, undecided?
I would say they're weak as shit, but you know, I'm just a pleb. What would I know?
Really? So with Dark Souls games, what I argue is that faith builds are very inconsistent because they're either super specific anti-meta, they're well balanced, or they're like really good, but like they require a ton of grinding and stupid amounts of like questing to make them work well, and then they counter everything in the game.
Well, I'm pretty sure Devil will sit there and tell me there's some bullshit regarding, I don't know, fucking,
so like I don't have to convince you miracles are good in Dark Souls 1, because Wrath of the Gods exists, Tranquil Walk of Prayer exists, Force exists, Emit Force exists, Lightning Spear exists. Like, there's so many good things, and then that's not without mentioning the Magic Barrier and Great Magic Barrier spells, or Karmatic Rebalance. Like, there's a lot of things where it's just like, hey, you fuck with me, you die. And then, Dark Souls 1 also has the broken system where it, for some fucking reason, some asshole thought it was a good idea to design miracles and spells in the game with no stamina cost. Which made miracles broken. But,
Elden Ring is Zim's closest experience to him playing Breath of the Wild. Let's be real here. I probably liked Elden Ring better than Breath of the Wild. Let's not lie to ourselves.
who says we're lying?
Legend of Zelda games have always been kind of hit or miss for me.
I was gonna say Dark Souls 2 is probably the one that actually balanced faith correctly, where there's like a lot of pretty reasonably good spells at different levels for different reasons, and there's actual like reasonable stamina costs, but there's also plenty of like spell costs. And then Dark Souls 3 kind of fucked it up a little bit again, where they made them like super specific, and then they added the FP meter back from Demon Souls. Did he just parry me? Okay, that's kind of fucking annoying. I came down there to light the fire.
Use RST. Wait, you played Zelda games before? Yeah, I played a Zelda game way back in the day. Why would I need to play a Zelda game? I could just play Dark Souls.
Or Darksiders. Like, literally, straight up, like, if you want to play a Zelda game that isn't locked to a console, just play Darksiders.
If you ask me, Elden Ring should have capitalized more on combat, turning the system into a full hack and slash. That was sort of the plan in Dark Souls 3, and Sekiro proved that was a ton of fun. I'm gonna give a hot take here. I was not. I was a fan of Sekiro because it decided to stop lying to me, but I still wasn't a fan of Sekiro.
You like the fact that the aggression was finally like, wow, this actually feels fitting given the enemy design.
I appreciate the game felt fair. I still hated the game though.
Was it the posture system?
It was the posture system, yes.
The posture system's hit or miss for people. I personally like the ability to be able to like have like pinpoint reaction block stuff, but like if I'm not in the mood to have a lot of, pressure put on me, I don't want to play Sekiro. Like, I don't want to play a game that expects me to do a lot if I'm just trying to have a good time. I'd rather play the Dark Souls games at that point.
Zan, why do I have to play Zelda games when I have Dark Souls me? Disgraceful? I mean, you can get mad all you want, but I'm fucking right.
Nobody gonna respond to the fact that I just said that Darksiders is like, a more accessible Legend of Zelda?
Everyone's like, that's a fair and reasonable take. You're just gonna ignore you.
Alright, now here to go with the better take. Darksiders doesn't have convoluted and fucked up lore. Actually, I don't even think that's unreasonable. Even Legend of Zelda fans would agree with that. You just have to look at their timeline and be like, yeah, we kind of got shafted.
Why exactly, just answer me this question, why do you hate the official Legend of Zelda timeline?
I don't hate it. It's just kind of like, why does it exist? Oh, shit. Oh, he hit another one. Oh, that's got to be unlucky.
Kyle, Zimmy, and God forgives going to the 7th season when it comes to Nintendo. I'm just not interested in playing Legend of Zelda. I think it's not a franchise really worth going into.
You guys are just not lucky. Perhaps I'm just too good for all of them.
I mean, Mangler, that was why I told my friends the special moves shouldn't have been needed to pay talismans to use them. Sekiro has a bunch of cooler special moves.
It does. I think the shinobi prosthetic is the main thing that differs. Well, aside from the stealth, the actual stealth thing. So the thing about Sekiro that's cool is that they took all of the player loved mechanics, player loved strategies, and they made them official, full blown mechanics in the game, and that's what differentiated it from Dark Souls. So for one, they made the super heavy, aggressive, like asshole play style that everyone wants to play in Dark Souls 3, where they're like, I have to stab you over and over and over and over and over again and repeatedly chase you down. They just turned that into a gameplay mechanic. They just gave you a character that was like super fast. They gave him mobility assigned to effectively execute that aggression, and they made a system designed around enemies that are fast and parry you and stuff like that. And they made a better parrier system. So again, they just took things players like and then refined them as actual mechanics.
Don't worry, guys. It was just crazy. That's why we were exposing him to actually good games like Persona and SMT. SMT was trash, and the only reason Persona was good is because I make it good. No, Persona's actually fine. SMT's trash though.
Whoa. I do not think the short sword is giving me the love I need. I got greedy, but that's okay. I knew he was gonna die anyway.
See, that's why you don't praise SMT as the second coming to Jesus.
We're not gonna go with the bastard sword because we don't want to die. But you know what we are gonna do? We're gonna equip the bandit's knife. Or no, it's not the bandit's knife, the regular dagger. Alright, so Armor of Dennis is gonna come looking through there. So this is an enemy that, as a scriptable NPC, I gotta say, he is very, very powerful. So if you ever run into him, you kind of need to run away for just a hot second, or plant traps or something. Or come back here a little bit later. If you want to take him on early game, there's actually a really easy way to do it. You just run back here, and you summon the Phantom, called Ruined Alphys, and you just have them battle it out while you stab him from behind.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Mangler here to produce all these strategies. The Zimster. Whatever the fuck that means.
Now you know how I feel when you talk about Persona. Dude, just get over here and prepare for your death.
Oh no, is that magic?
Moving attack. Oh god.
Don't fucking die now.
I know what it's like to watch sorcerer builds when you can't do anything.
What I will say regarding Neo is, I think Neo's standard of what he's going to allow a game to deal with is significantly higher than what most people would allow. I don't think that's a hot take. I don't think he would disagree with that claim. Cause like, yeah, he will, he'll forgive practically, I think, everything in a game. Which, I mean, if that's how he wants to do it, that's fine. But like, for someone like me, that's just not really good enough.
Okay, I gotta stay clear. If he doesn't hit me with a soul spear, I should be fine. Oh, that's right. I need to have this shield out. Alright, that should kill him. Yeah, the knife does a lot of critical damage.
I never see it was a game with no problems. Just the problems don't take away from it personally, because I think Sarah Plus. Oh, Neil.
There we go. Got that dagger. It's such a small blade, but it does so much damage.
A game being flaws doesn't mean bad. No, and that is a fair claim to make. That's fine. I don't think most people would disagree with that claim.
It didn't save me.
Because obviously no game is flawless. And what I say is that SMT's flaws actually charming aspects of that I like. I think. Oh, don't just take his fucking seed, bro. You don't take a man's seed.
But what if I do it anyway? I'll take those souls. Now we go and do some shenanigans.
Elden Ring again? Fuck. Oscar's just asking to be eviscerated. No! Camelot!
Oh, wait, did I not? Oh, wait, no, I didn't repair it. Okay, there we go.
No, again, that's fine if you really enjoy the game. It's a game that it emanates the PS2 RPG essence. It starts all its limitations. I mean, like,
the PS2 essence is Steel Lancer Arena International, but nobody's ever fucking played that game.
whatever the fuck that is.
If Neo is based, he'll know. That would actually be really cool if he knew that, though. That'd make me kind of happy. All warm and fuzzy inside.
You want to talk about it?
No, I'm just kind of sad nobody knows what that game is. Also, why are you guys ragdolling into the fucking wall? What is going on with you losers? Okay, so we're gonna be a little careful here.
Hang on. Same character. Let me end this guy. Also, DDS is overrated. Neo shows him the first thing. It's overrated, bro. You find the pursuer outside the boss fight? Oh, is it because you can bring in the help guy?
It's easier to fight him down here, but you also get 2,000 more souls if you beat him.
Zim is simping for Yukari like we expected. I am now apparently a Stockholm Syndrome case. I'm sorry, guys.
Look at all these broken hitboxes. They're so broken that they can't even hit me, and I can avoid them by just walking.
I will say this is the most I've never seen this before, so I'm kind of impressed that you Dark Souls 2 fans decided to cheat the fucking says that now SM3 comes up and says nothing. S3 has more merit. Okay, so I'm gonna be real here. I haven't played the other SMT games, but I guarantee you, I think SMT3 will probably still be like top 5. Because I haven't seen anything from the others. This is not Elden Ring. This is Dark Souls 2. I don't think I've seen anything from the other SMT games that would make me say, yeah, that's way fucking better, you know? That's the thing, too, about it, is, like, you have to fucking sit down and look at it from that perspective, I would say, to some extent as well. Yukari has forced Zim into an unhealthy relationship. Please, if you know a local Zim who's been assaulted, donate to the Zimatorn YouTube channel. Help a Zim in need today. I just want to make movies.
Firebombs, yes.
If SMT was overrated trash, then its hype, would it be around in 2022? Did you? Oh, good job, Mangler. Would better dungeon design, better story, better characters make you say that? What do you mean? No, the game has its charm. Zim SMT3 is not even close to the best SMT game. People are just weird fanboys with no taste. I don't know. I've seen what SMT5 looks like. I've seen what SMT4 looks like. I'm not seeing the drastic differences. You enjoy Persona 3 story aside from roleplay? It has flaws. It has immediate flaws. I saw that Persona 4 fixed it like right away. I'm gonna drop that I'm just gonna drop that right now. I think Persona 4 had a much better start to its story. I agree with Neo. Master Duel is flawed but good. That's because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a flawed game that should be destroyed in the fires of Mount Doom.
Hang on a minute.
You're right. Mount Doom's not strong enough.
I was gonna say, Yu-Gi-Oh! Being a flawed game is literally part of its charm because, like, one man's flaw is another man's... one man's trash is another man's treasure in that game. But it kind of has to be. That's the nature of power creep.
Looks at God cards. Where's the present? My other SMT did this story too, bro. Listen, boy, if you tell me the DS3 is overrated, I'm mega get it, and I kind of agree. Now, if you're telling me Dark Souls 1 is overrated, I'm gonna slap you in the cheek so hard it's gonna make Zim jealous.
That's just true, though.
Dark Souls 1 overrated? Oh, hang on.
This one is hugely overrated.
I
Launch to determine.
I would not say Dark Souls. I'm gonna get some flack here. I do not think Dark Souls 1 directly is overrated. I think it definitely has its flaws. I definitely think it's not like as good, but it's definitely like.
That would make it overrated then.
No, it's because again, like the lore and I'm gonna be honest, lore and that is really good in Dark Souls 1. That's a mimic. It was not a mimic.
You're incorrect.
I'm gonna be honest when I kind of touched on that earlier before when I said like I'm gonna be honest, like Dark Souls 1 in certain areas doesn't really age, and in some aspects you can say it has like the worst of some aspects of what people like in Dark Souls. But I think personally for me, and again this kind of comes into how you really look at game, because me personally when it comes with Dark Souls 1 is I do like some of the more issues that it does have, some of its flaws, because again in my personal opinion, I feel like Dark Souls 1 really truly conveys that you're really in this very desolate world trying to survive and trying to strive. And I really do feel like that some of the unfair and unfair shit and some of like the blindsided shit that comes out like really submits this point that this game isn't here to hold your hand and you're out here to fight for your life essentially.
All right.
Like this is one of the aspects I really like about Dark Souls personally for me.
Hear me out, Lost Isolate.
Bruh. Yeah, and don't get me wrong too. Like I do feel like Dark Souls 1 does have some flaws. Matter of fact, it has one of the worst bosses in the series, in my personal opinion, if not the worst.
Wow, I know you're not gonna sit there and say fucking. Give me a second. What the fuck was their name? What the fuck is the tree called? You're talking about the tree. I know you're not talking about the tree.
Or ceaseless discharge.
Actually, okay, I'm gonna say this. Ceaseless Discharge was a boss I didn't mind all that much when I played it, but after I heard everyone else bitch about it, I'm like, was this boss really this hard?
There's a difference between not minding it and thinking whether or not it serves like an ideal game design purpose. Like, what's the purpose of that boss other than to die and remove the lava?
At least he did something. Hang on, let me.
Ceaseless Discharge. I look at that boss, I'm like, wow, that's actually a pretty grotesque and crazy design that fits well into the Dark Souls lore. Okay, so what the fuck are you doing here? I'm just here to die for you. I'm like, god damn it. At least all the other bosses contributed something before they die.
P3 had better setup. So my issue with P3 is it doesn't set you up into the world naturally, whereas I think P4, I don't know how P5 does it because I'm trying to avoid the games until I play them. Because P4,
Neo, game not telling you the existence of a stone and making you cross through dungeons and maps with excessive random encounters that kills the joy is not good. I disagree with that, and also you would be wrong because there wouldn't be appeal in that in a lot of other RPGs that has random encounters and some with extreme ones at that too. There's a reason why. I'm just telling you outright that like SMT's random encounters, they can be bad, but like it's not even close to like what are some of the worst in RPGs can get. And I've said that as someone who's played like literal hundreds upon hundreds of RPGs. Like, I'm gonna just be real, dude. If you think that's bad, then there's some other RPGs that do it a lot worse. But even then, that's what you just said there is a heavily opinionated thing, honestly. Because me personally, and not even just me personally, a lot of people as well, like, don't mind a lot of the issues that the game has personally. Like again, a lot of these issues you can argue, a lot of flaws that you can argue enhances the game, or at least enhances the atmosphere and so on and so forth, which I feel like it does. Because again, I do stick to the idea that SMT3 has the best atmosphere in the series, bar none. Like, say what you want about its gameplay or not, its atmosphere is bar none probably the best in the series. Because it actually really does feel like that you're actually, you know, fighting for against everything and truly trying to survive. The only other SMT that really captured that essence for me personally was like 4. That's really it. 4 and
just game design. Oh, good. Continue.
And again, it's like, bruh. And again, yeah, if this is what you think, then that's fine. But you saying that people don't like this, no, you're absolutely wrong. There's a reason why SMT3 is consistently one of the most popular games in the series. Clearly, people don't mind it too much. Apparently.
Desert atmosphere equals good. Okay, so in fairness to that one, I will say the actual atmosphere. I think it's mainly the soundtrack that kind of fucks with it. Because the setting works fine, and seeing the ghosts every now and again works, but there should be more frequent ghost encounters. Well, there should be more encounters in general. And probably a different soundtrack. I don't honestly. I'd say Dark Souls does a better job at setting up tone than SMT3 ever did. Because at least the Dark Souls soundtracks they don't sound like something I hear at a fucking nightclub.
Well, I personally disagree with that to some extent. Well, more specifically in the aspect of SMT free atmosphere. Because if you think Dark Souls 1 does it better, then that's actually valid. I can agree with that there. I could see that point personally. But like I feel like, but nah, I do kind of disagree a bit there because I do feel like SMT does really does make you feel like that you actually are in stuff much bigger than what you're on. Because here's the thing though, well, Demi Fiend, when you look at the actual story itself, Demi Fiend really isn't all too like it really isn't the center of attention, honestly. Like, yeah, he has Magatama and like he was chosen by Lucifer, but beyond that, the
I
story isn't even really about you that much. You just happen to climb through the ranks and just happen to survive to
Listen.
get.
I get it. Pixie's right there, Neo. But I need you to focus on the guy you're playing as.
But nah, the point I'm trying to make here is that like unlike every other SMT, really, Demi Fiend is not really all that special. Like, sure, he has some cool stuff about it, but he basically climbed the ranks on his own and got there himself. He didn't have any assistance of some fucking Oxium or anything like that. He did that all on his own, and also on top of that as well too, it really makes you feel like all your progression and all that stuff, you really earned that again. Like again, you had to go through hell just to get there, but nonetheless, you still earned that shit.
Oh, I can fix heads roll on. Let's go.
Yeah, no, I feel like so no, I feel like the flaws that you mentioned, I feel like enhances that feeling. Whether that was intentional or not, I can't tell. I'm not omniscient, but I'm just saying that in my opinion actually adds to that. It's kind of one of the reasons why some people like
6.
Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. Like that game in my opinion is not really a fun game, but you can argue that some of like its gameplay and like some of its chore things kind of actually adds to the story. Matter of fact, let me just get the video essay for that because someone actually did a really good video essay on that actually changed my perspective of that game.
What someone explained, I believe in the video that you're referencing, is that the nature of Kingdom Hearts 35 over 2 days is like mission structure and layout was intended to be monotonous because it's supposed to put you in the shoes of Roxas as he's just doing quote day-to-day work. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
reason
yeah.
why it's
And
supposed to be
and
monotonous.
ag- and again, like you can argue that, yeah, and again, you can argue that again that doesn't, you can argue again stuff like that kind of enhances it. It's just a matter of what you accept and what you really want in a game. Because again, not everyone really looks at it at that type of level or really views it that way, and that's fine. Not everyone's gonna have an appreciation for a game on that level, but I do feel like that you can do that for SMT free a lot, especially with SMT free. And I can argue that some of it even may have potentially been intentional. Not everything, but maybe some things have. Not everything though.
These are the same people that caused us to have shit like Power Wash Simulator. You avoid P3
Okay.
spoilers, you said some stuff way ahead. P3 spoiler? The hell? Oh, did someone spoil P3?
No, I don't think so.
Fair
But
enough.
going to
Fair enough, spoil
I was going
P3.
to say going back to what Effetti was saying. No, no, I'm not even just talking about the desert atmosphere either, dude. A lot of the environments and stuff really did get the atmosphere. Like say what you want about whatever the dungeons and all that stuff, and all that stuff. They really did feel like labyrinths and really did feel like something that would you would not want to be in if you were actually there in Demi Fiend's footsteps and the like. Like again, I can go on and on here. It's like say what you want about this gameplay, but I feel like atmosphere is one thing you can't talk shit about it on.
Maybe I
I really do
shouldn't
feel like
play
that.
Dark
Maybe
Souls.
say whether you think it's the best or not, irrelevant. I still think that you can't really talk shit about its atmosphere compared to a lot of other stuff that you may have problems with.
Perhaps I should not have played a Dark Souls game today, because I'm over here trying to focus on my no death run, and you guys are like, well, let's see.
Well, Mangler, you were pretty confident in your ability.
Really experience the intelligence that Persona and SMT have to offer you, and I'm like, man, if only I played these games so I could understand the wisdom that's being slapped into my face right now.
You'll be fine. Wait, did I pacify you? Alright, I did. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fucking bastard. Oh, I fucking hate you.
Actually, I was gonna start my
And
like
again,
my
my bad.
to Vegas run, but like I still need to set up a couple things before I do that because that one's gonna be a weird run.
Why, so you can finally play a good game?
Damn.
Hey man, it's you who's unintelligent about this situation and not me. So you know.
Bro, you're a basic bitch.
I mean,
And also, there's no appeal. There's no appeal on random encounters.
Oh.
I don't know about that, dude, because there's random encounters are still a thing in RPGs. I don't know what to tell you, man. You might not want to pick another Square game, like another a traditional RPG Square game. I'm just telling you that. Like again, say what you want about random encounters. I don't think that they're inherently bad things as well. I've actually made a whole take on this before that. I don't think random encounters are inherently bad
35
things.
days over 2. It's 35.8 over 2 days, but yeah, I know what's it's intended to be. It's not really 358 days. It's 100 and they never actually give you a number in game for like what 358 days divided by 2 is. They're just like 358 days. It's like divided by 2.
Be satisfied. That's all you fucking need to know, you fucking degenerate.
You just need to know the equation, not the answer.
Don't die! Do not die, Camelot! You worthless ass piece of shit.
Zim, what the fuck are you doing screaming at the loud of your voice when I'm walking around a corner where I could fall to my death?
You're the one who said you do have it easily. Fucking useless.
You know what? Fucking, I'm so no fucking. I was so tempted to just say skill issue, but I was so tempted.
Man, I should have brought Arden instead of this fucking loser, but he counters the mechanics of the boss fight. You fucking loser. That's why your brother doesn't fucking love you.
I don't know. And I'm gonna be honest, Sparta, Fetty, whatever. I don't have no disrespect, honestly, but again, I'm saying this from someone who has a lot of experience with RPGs. I can bet my money that no one here has played as many RPGs as me. I can bet money on that.
Do not die, you fucking... Oh my god, what the fuck? Why is this so difficult just to get... You fucking hell. Hang on, let me see. If you dislike the random encounters of RPGs that actually let you choose to start or not start fights with monsters in the wild, it's a matter of search for those. Hell, Earthbound is one. Wait, is that the Pursuer again?
Yeah. He has multiple encounters.
No, I know he does. I didn't realize he showed up here.
Yeah, he shows up here.
Well, obviously.
Oh, wait. I should have went and got the other.
Neo, you're breaking my heart here, Malt. Wait, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do?
I can't believe you broke his heart.
Wasn't he clear?
Good shit, Mangler. We said at the same time. Good shit, Mangler. Good shit.
Oh yeah, synchronized, baby. But not like Ubisoft style, like actual good synchronization.
But I guess the best way I can boil this all down is I guess it is just a matter of appreciation for games and the likes. Because me personally, again, one of the reasons why I'm so lenient on a lot of things, a lot of flaws for me is because me personally, well, for one thing, this kind of just gets into what I personally think about, how we just needs to have the need to have this top peak fiction game and the likes, and I just don't think that that's really a good way to look at games personally. At the end of the day, I feel like, because again, people seem to think that a game needs to be flawless for it to be good, but I disagree with that personally. A game can be flawed and still be good. And matter of fact, as I said before, I feel like that flaws can enhance a game and make you have more appreciation for it than you can. Is it gonna appeal to everyone? Probably not. But hey, as long as it appeals to at least one person, I feel like it at least did its job in some capacity. Maybe people may not agree with that. I don't know. I mean, again, this is looking at it from an artistic perspective. Obviously, from a business perspective, things have to be a bit different, but still.
Alright, no, just gotta wait for him to get over here. And then bomb time. Come on, buddy. Yes!
Alright, so Mangler's choosing the game over there.
Wasn't even cheesing the game. I missed.
You missed. You are a failure.
Yeah, what a cheese. It didn't even work.
Well, man, if you weren't so fucking bad at the game, it would have fucking worked.
Also, I'm also an RPG fan. Why can't we get along and admit that Super Neptune? Oh my god, someone actually brought up that game. That game was actually really good. But by the way, Digimon Survive just came out, and I'm eager to play it. And shame, 70% visual novel and Welcome to a good number of Digimon games, really, man. I don't know what to tell you there. Sorry. No, seriously, like Digimon seems to have like this habit of compositing like visual novels and gaming mediums here. Um,
All right, I'm just gonna move this down.
Fake RPG, in my opinion, is Valkyrie profile too.
All right.
I think profile games were really good. I'm glad they came back, and also great RPG. Tales of Vesperia, fantastic gameplay, goat story. Velvet is the best girl. She is fucking hot and very well written, and the combo potential was great among others. Tales of Vesperia was actually really really good. I actually really did like it. Although I don't know. I'm like one of these days I might actually make a tier list of where I have the Tales games because they're really good, really good.
Okay, okay, hang on. Okay. Can I pull this off? I think I can. Okay, okay, if I can get this cheese off. Okay, there's the paralyze. There's the paralyze. Holy shit, this is so close. Holy shit, this is so close.
Barrel mechanics are really funky, but
Okay, okay, okay.
that should be good enough.
Okay, okay. This makes you go again, right? Okay, yeah, let's go to second house to Roomba.
Okay, here you go.
Okay, okay. Oh, Jugo again. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, we'll work out players very carefully. Okay. Okay, fuck. Oh my god.
By
Wait.
the, by the way, Neo, you're wrong about Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom being free being mid. No, I'll still stand by that. Like, don't get me wrong, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom Free is obviously a good game. I just don't think that it's. I just think it's a bit overrated, man. I don't really like it that much. I would still rather stick to the first two Marvel vs. Capcoms any
Are
day,
you
man.
telling me you don't like getting tapped once and then getting zero to death?
Yeah, I don't like being juggled by Tony Starks. It's very nice. Um,
Actually, it's Doctor Doom. Thank you. I'm gonna be honest. I've actually been juggled by a fair number of Tony Starks, but usually Tony Stark is always the assist. I always end up getting killed. I either get sniped by his unibeam, or I get killed into his giant, stupid fucking like energy gun that he carries on his back. I can't remember which one it is, but you know what I'm talking about.
But yeah, no, I don't actually hate our Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom Free. I think it's a good game. Obviously, it's just that me personally, the more I've played like the series, I felt like the first two, I feel like had a lot more for me personally, especially the second one. Second one was still a masterpiece in my opinion. But I don't know.
Such a long time since I played Ultimate Marvel.
Also, Hyperdimension Neptunia. No, I'll tell everyone this: if you're an RPG fan, play the Neptunia games. They're actually some of the best RPGs. Like no joke. They're all really good, especially Mega Dimension too. They're like really. They have no right being as good as they are too. Like they really have no reason to be so good. Like they have really good writing, really fun gameplay, really good like art design and so on and so forth. Like they're just really solid games.
Let's
I don't know, man. It's like
that equipment in there. Wait, no, I still need a short sword. Why did I put it away?
And the crazy thing about it too is that like, and no, I'm glad you brought that up, F Eddie, because everyone always talks about Marvel vs. Capcom Free Virgil, but like, here's the funny thing about it: I've never had to deal with his bullshit. It's always for me. It's always for me. It's either been like fucking. It's always either for me been either what Zero, fucking Doctor Doom, Iron Man, or
With a base take, Magneto. Sorry, go ahead.
But no, those are like the free that I've always consistently like, bro. Like, are you serious, man? Like, what is this shit? What is this,
Also,
man?
Virgil is usually not seen at most casual play because he's a little bit. It's not that difficult to control, but he plays like weird due to being like a DMC character. DMC characters in Marvel vs. Capcom are they're very odd. But at competitive play, Virgil is very, he's very prominent. Though a lot of people prefer to play Doctor Doom and Zero because they consider them better designed characters, just like from a fun standpoint.
What the fuck are you doing here? Get the fuck back up there, Kane. He's not in the top 5. Zero isn't that busted. I've always heard complaints about Zero from fucking
Zero
G.
Zero's top 3. He's the third most broken character in the game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
no,
always heard
zero.
complaints.
I can vouch zero. I love the dude, but he can go suck one. There should
Well,
be no reason. There should be absolutely no reason that he
as-
can do half the shit that he does.
aside from the fact that he's extremely fast, he has the ability to clone himself, which only Morgan has. But Morgan's is like a vertical one, like a two-sided screen one, where you could technically like avert it a little bit if you hit him. Zero's is directly behind him, which means as soon as he throws a projectile or something like Rungeki, which Rungeki is super spammable. Holy fuck! He's just like, and what makes it worse is that he's voiced by Johnny Young Bosch. So the man has practice throwing energy swords at you. But basically, he can just throw Rangeki at really, really quick intervals, and he can overlap it with his clone, while he also does like some weird super move where he jumps all over the screen. He also has a basic super that's an OTG, which most characters don't have supers that are OTGs. Because like his super just hits you on the ground, because he just fires it downwards. It's like Doctor Strange's what's it called? Shuttle mission,
Yeah.
or whatever he refers to it as. It's like the spell where he fires
You
directly upwards.
stupid bitch. God, I hate this so much. Why are you all such fucking failures?
Does Neo want to take the DMC4 DMD challenge after Devil?
Oh boy. I mean, I would still rather play. I would still rather play that DMD than I ever would the first one, the first game.
I feel like every time you talk about it, you have PTSD.
No, because like I have a hate. I'm not even gonna lie. The first DMC was good, but I have a hate pointer against that game. That game can go fuck itself.
Oh boy, then you're gonna have a hard time watching me play DMD on that game, if at all.
Like I'm not gonna lie. I'm just salty. I really am just salty.
You sound very, very upset. I always found it kind of weird that Rosabeth received training from a sorcerer when she's a pyromancer. I know they technically can come from similar schools and they're not all like born out of the swamp. I just found that to be weird. That was like a detail.
This guy's style doesn't make anything at Persona 5. It doesn't even use the same engine. The game not to mention it says probably better than SMT4.
Or you ever gonna play DMC1, DMD at all? Maybe. I mean, I'm not
Do you
gonna
like
do it.
having fun?
I mean, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna do it until I get another controller because I know for a fact the moment I play this, I'm gonna throw my controller at someone's window. So I have to get another controller before I do that.
You
One
must be
Doctor,
mentally prepared for the task at hand.
1 Doctor Doom, 2 Virgil, 3 Iron Man, 4 Wesker, 5 Sentinel. If we're talking busted Mars Capcom characters, at least for the fucking like Ultimate, no, that list is Oh, damn it! Am I gonna fucking die already?
I was gonna say switch Doom with Virgil.
Well,
and,
actually,
switch
no. I
Iron
can
Man
maybe
with
survive.
Sentinel with Morgan and Zero, and you're good. Sentinel's probably like maybe like top 10. Then there's also Magneto, who's silly because he has this really extremely fast clearing the screen zoning tool called Disruptor, which every single Magneto fan spams forever.
It sounds like you're not fans of zoners.
And then he can also fly, because it wasn't enough that he could do all those things. And then I think he also has some range grabs, if I'm not mistaken. He has good close quarters, which makes no fucking sense. Why is he good at that? Why is he that good at martial arts when his magnetism is already like stupid good?
Mm-hmm. By the way, Neo, meant to ask you, did you ever play the Digimon RPGs from the DS? I heard they were like a prototype. Oh, okay. So the Digimon games for the DS, Digimon World. What was it called? Dang. It was Digimon Dusk and Dawn, but what was the other one though? Digimon. It was called Digimon World DS or something like that. Also, those two games were really fun. They were some of the best Digimon games, period. And yeah, they have a lot of similarities with Mega 10 4. Matter of fact, when you really get down to it, Digimon has really always had a lot of similarities with Mega 10. Not even just from a lore perspective, but also just gameplay wise as well. Depending on some of the games you look at, they've always had very close
You
similarities, and
fucking whore!
it's very off-putting to me.
I forgot Zim's playing in the background, so I just hear him go fucking whore with like no context.
Fucking useless. I have the entire Final Fantasy 15 cast except for useless people like Riku, and they're still fucking useless.
Let's see here. Also, who wins in the fight, Bayonetta or Morgan? It would probably be Bayonetta because Morgan, she gets outscaled in almost every way. And it's kind of sad to say too, but yeah, no. Like, don't get me wrong, Morgan like Darkstalker as a verse isn't even that weak. It has some pretty crazy shit in it. It's just that Bayonetta is just gonna already on a different level though.
But tell us who you'd really sim for.
Bring in the failure. Setzer, I need you.
Are you playing Omnia right now?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hang on.
All right.
Now I remember how I died on the last no death run that I had done recently. I died up here because I went out to fight I think the Falchion Hunters or whatever they're called. They're very silly idea on my part. Shouldn't have done it, and I overextended.
Hey Neil, would you call Conquest Netgear a character who suffered more than Ellie? Yes, this is not even a question.
Okay.
That was the
Maybe
last
my
of the
problem
story.
is I'm using Kane. Maybe if I swap Kane out for Machina. And I bring you in. I think this might be the team composition. Let's go. You know what? Actually, at that point, let's bring in the brothers instead of fucking Ifrit. Alright, let's try this one. After I fail this one, because I'll inevitably fail, then I gotta go back to writing.
Jada made Pyron a bitch and full power Morgan scale higher than Jada. Yeah, basically. And keep in mind, Pyron's that same dude who basically controls and can assimilate, controls like an entire like galaxy, and also over time was able to assimilate the entire like universe into himself.
There we go. There are some damage numbers. Okay.
Been playing Digimon World 3. Oh my god, dude, the Digimon World games are some of my favorite games of all time. I love them so much, dude. But Digimon World 3 did have a lot of this stuff about it that I feel like made it pale in comparison to the second and first, but still. Squall versus Tatsuya is a really popular matchup persona match. Who wins that, Neo Tatsuya? By the way, what do you think about the Secret Church in Nier Automata? I have nothing to say other than that is so Yoko Taro.
What the fuck does that mean? That guy's got an interview tomorrow. Hey, Oswald, good luck with that interview, man. Hopefully it works out well for you. That's so Yoko Taro. What does that mean? All he does is wear a helmet of one of his characters on his head.
I don't know, no, Yoko is such a unique individual that he's just his own adjective. Like whenever you see something weird in the game, that you just go, that is so Yoko Taro, man.
Oh shit!
Okay, let's go ahead and do a frost freezing shot to where we don't fucking die. Virgil is the character with the biggest amp on total with DT/X Factor.
His amps are really silly.
I think it's just because of DT adds on top of X Factor, right? When they calculate it. Oh, I fucking hate this section.
X Factor stacks on top of DT. Then the fact that like he has a DT at all, Dante has the same problem where Dante when he goes into DT he becomes one of the best characters in the game. DT Dante and X Factor is really fucking silly. He has the same problem Virgil has if he's optimized correctly. Dante just has like a much higher skill cap.
Mega Man is better than Devil May Cry. I agree fully. Yes. I mean,
Well,
honestly, I'd say.
have fun waiting for another game then.
Oh, now that's funny.
You guys had so many franchises that got axed. Damn. Hey. At least you have Mighty Number 9.
Bruh, shut up, man.
Apparently Neil's not a Mighty Number 9 fan. Go figure.
Also, 9-minute video about Ultimate Marvelous Capcom named Ultimate Marvelous Capcom is broken. Yep.
Well, and here's the thing too. It's like, honestly too, this kind of where this is where the whole, if you know about Smash Bros. Melee, you already know where this is going with this. But personally, for me, honestly, at the core of almost any fighting game, most of them have a lot of issues with them and so on and so forth. But the thing is, it's like, the thing is about them is, again, this kind of gets into what you are willing to go through with a game. Because like me personally, Melee's still my favorite Smash game, even though I would say that 4 is like a lot better than it, like technically in a lot of areas. But like still, I feel like a lot of the exploits and stuff that you can do in Melee kind of gives it a lot more fun gameplay than um like Ultimate does personally for me.
Everyone's last game 2018. Suck it, DMC's last game was 2019. Okay, that's fair. Now get a real release game instead of just a fucking basic remake.
Damn.
At least we got the Battle Network collection.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that. Yeah,
Damn.
Mega Man has been getting collections as of late. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Wait, hang on, man. If your argument is for a fucking HD collection, we get that shit. We had that shit before you guys. Our shit keeps getting reported.
Yep, it does, and they don't do anything with the ports. They're just the only thing they did with the most recent port for DMC HD collection was like, yeah, here's a back button, so you don't have to quit application on the HD collection. Now you can just go back to the screen to select the games. I'm like, gee, why wasn't this in the fucking game to begin with? Why'd you have to port it again 7 years later?
Smash Bros. Brawl, honestly, I like the game, but honestly, people have been rewriting that game so much, dude. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a good game. As a matter of fact, I'd say I personally put it over Smash Ultimate as well too, as a bit of a hot take there. But yeah, I'd put it above Ultimate too. But the thing is, I still personally don't think that it's better than Melee personally. At least from a gameplay perspective, I don't think like it is, especially with the stupid shit like tripping. But
You can turn tripping off.
I know, but the fact that that's even in there to begin with is stupid.
Just go play PM. A real brawl. PM is actually sick, but I've never gotten the chance to sit down and enjoy it. Unfortunately.
That's understandable. Honestly, that's understandable. Brawl did have a really good result, screen music and so on and so forth. Like, don't get me wrong, Brawl's really good too, but again, I feel like Melee has some things about it that I do feel like is better than Brawl or any other Smash game. Like, again, it's a flawed game, don't get me wrong, and a lot of the things that makes it fun wasn't intentional, but still, it's really fun to play, especially with how fast speed a gameplay can be at times. Um, Capcom doesn't care about DMC as much as they do Resident Evil. I mean, that's just because Resident Evil has become kind of a money maker for them now.
They don't really care about anything that as much as they care about Resident Evil, aside from like Monster Hunter and maybe Street Fighter.
I was going to say you can actually make a case that they probably care about Monster Hunter more than anything else, really.
Yeah, no, I would say like they care more about Monster Hunter. Resident Evil is the one making headlines consistently because they have so many games that are being remade. Whereas Monster Hunter is just like, well, Monster Hunter World gets an expansion. And then occasionally you get a new game like every 5 years maybe.
Calvin's correct. I think that's Resident Evil. Resident Evil brings in the bucks. Do you bring in the bucks? If not, then you need to shut the fuck up.
I will say this though, like I will say this, Monster Hunter like as a series has been is a really intriguing one because like almost each game like had its own dedicated fan base to it and the likes, and it's kind of weird. I don't know why, but I love it though.
Maybe you like the chaos.
I don't know, because again, if you look at just about like name just about any Monster Hunter you can, and I can guarantee you that there's still a really significant amount of players still playing it, which is crazy to me. Even if it is through like stuff like fan created servers or something like that, is like it's crazy to me that that's still a thing.
Right. I think I'll play through probably the Hides Tower and then I'll get off to that
Are they
point.
gonna remake the bad Resident Evils? I mean, I don't know.
Uh,
Really.
that's kind of weird. What bad Resident Evils? What are you talking about there?
Reminds Neo of the Mega 10 and Persona fan base. Well, no. Monster Hunter's fan base isn't really divided like that. It's just that it has different sectors of like. So, for example, imagine if you well, well. Then again, I'm not really heavily into the fan base, but like, imagine if you will that like um. I'm trying to think of an example here. Actually, trying to think of a good example here.
With all your death, thank you.
I guess the best way I can do this, I guess I might as well use DMC for an example here. But imagine if you will that like, wow, okay, well he just fucked himself. But
Yep. Micro spacing.
I was gonna say, but like imagine if you will, each and every single game like not only had its own fan base, but each isolated like player base to the point where it's like still there's still all kinds of crazy stuff with it. Like years later, way past its like dues, is kind of crazy in a way too. I don't know, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be real. Like I've said before, that Mega Man is my favorite Capcom series, and just actually one of my favorite series of all time. And part of that is just due to the impact that it's had on me personally. Like Mega Man, like I'm not even just talking about classic. I'm talking about like all the Mega Man series, really, because they're all good. Why is the Mega 10 and Persona fan base so divided? I can actually provide somewhat of an answer for that. Um, three reasons. One, Atlas themselves are kind of indirectly responsible for the division in itself. Two, um let's just say that Persona's casuals kind of let's just say caused a little bit of rifting in the likes, and it kind of also awakened some of the more elitist SMT fans and so on and so forth, so you get bickering on that. And also three, you essentially due to the exposure that Persona gets compared to SMT, it also kind of creates a bit of a rift there, which kind of is an extension of point one, but somewhat still different nonetheless. You know,
I mean,
like
you can just give the honest answer. We know which series Oz prefers. They don't make it a secret. They're like a parent who has a favorite child. They don't make it a secret which one's the favorite.
oh yeah, no, they really don't. Neo really same here. Mega Man is my top 5 favorite series. Yeah, no, Mega Man as a series, it's always been impactful to me. I love the games all. Mega Man Zero, like 3, for example, is like one of my favorite games of all time, and I will play that game to this day. It's fun, absolutely fun.
Oh,
I
sorry.
want a new Shadow of Colossus. Oh yeah, I agree. But then again, it's been. Oh, sorry, my bad, my bad.
Sorry, I was just gonna ask you, what are your opinions on the GoldenEye 007, the M64?
Oh, the game itself.
Yeah. Oh well, your thoughts on it, whether you like it or not. What
Dude,
does
the game is fun years later, man. Like, don't get me wrong, I mean not RPGs, fuck. FPSs have progressed more since, but I still feel like that game has a lot of fun and charm you can find out of it even now.
would you would you believe if I told you that the game has technically had like it's either a remaster or a remake, a full remaster of it, and it's just kind of sitting in like pre-release mode indefinitely for like over a year because all the companies that have rights to it can't decide what the fuck is going on with its like ownership.
I didn't know that, but that is crazy, but also not surprising.
Yeah, it's rather silly, but also kind of funny.
And surprise, surprise, it's uncensored. What? What? Don't you want shit to be uncensored?
Wait, what?
No.
Game.
Well, Ryan's saying that the original Street Fighter outfits got shown, and then he's saying, surprise, surprise, it's uncensored. Don't,
I just.
don't you want it to be uncensored?
I think you might be referring to a company wanting to censor it. Like without, I'm not giving the benefit of the doubt here.
Well, no, because like I know where Ryan stands on like the fucking like on like Twitter and shit and stuff like that. So it's like, don't you want shit uncensored? Don't you worry. As for Persona fans in Japan, mostly JoJo fans, it's good. Okay, because I was gonna say like, wait, what the fuck are they even censoring on a Street Fighter costume?
Man, I really preferred when I had the bandit snipe and I could bleed this dragon out from the foot. It's a very hilarious oh shit.
Did you lose your no death run?
Oh, but I'm about
Ryu
to.
versus Kazuya? Kazuya would win pretty easily.
Oh god. Thank you, Glencore, for saving my fucking bacon. I don't even know why I'm using these things anymore. I have like 5 S's now.
Yeah, no, Megami Tensei fanbase has been divided for a good minute, really. I really don't remember when the rift actually started, but I do know like it happened. It was like it's something that came like recently though, not something that's been around for a while. I know that for a fact too, because I've been in
The
this
Persona
fanbase for a
fans
while.
realized they were the actual main fan base.
Mm.
I'm in effigy. Delicious. Alright.
JoJo fanbase versus Persona fanbase, which is worse? Honestly,
Persona.
yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, don't get me wrong, JoJo fanbase can be just brain dead retarded at times, but Persona fanbase, oof.
Oh, it's the old Dragon Slayer.
And this has one of my favorite themes in the series too. I love it.
I
Bruh.
never understood how this man who took Ornstein's armor has the ability to do like a Pikachu jump into the ground and fucking electrocute everything around. Was that just the properties of his armor doing that?
When your fans
I don't
going
know.
all the way, you gotta commit.
Oh my god. Now I'm not gonna lie, I actually really do like this fight so much too. So I'm actually having a blast just even watching you doing it.
I really should have dropped Glencore before I
It came on P5 blew up. If the divide came on P5 blew up, it's because the Persona 5. It's because at that point the Persona fan base realized that they were the ones who like Atlas like cared about more. And now that Dad's picked a favorite, they're like, hey, fuck you.
I'm gonna say that is a fair assessment because I remember when Persona 4 when Persona 4 was around. That division did not exist. I know for a fact it didn't. So yeah, no, I do stand by it being better recently.
To be fair, P5 people mostly on P5. Dude, now that the other Persona games are appearing on fucking on the other consoles, it's only a matter of time before the Persona fanbase just like fucking swallows the SMT one. Soon it's gonna say instead of it saying SMT Persona, it's gonna say Persona for SMT6. It's gonna say Persona, then at the bottom SMT6.
Oh my gosh.
Persona 5 and 4 recent releases did make people explore SMT games. What games are there to really explore? Atlas is terrible about porting their shit over. They didn't even have an option to go explore anything.
Now I must
I've never seen a game company so hell-bent on not releasing their old fucking games.
I don't know, bro. You seem to forget about Nintendo.
Oh, I was gonna say, now that you've played DMC4, I was gonna say, fun fact, Neo, did you know that the Pursuer boss fight in this game is directly inspired from Kratos' boss fight in DMC4?
Bruh. No, I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, it has a very similar Like if you check his attack systems, he actually has a very similar set of attacks. So he has a long-winded energy slash. He has tracking projectiles that he can do after a wind-up. He has some sort of mini dashes that he does. He has a couple feints the Pursuer can do, though he doesn't really do it that often. And he does have like an aerial slash that he does after a couple hits, along with a stab. So yeah, he has like almost a similar move set, though all of the moves that he uses them for slightly different reasons than Kratos does. Especially the stab, because Kratos does the stab to get you off him. Pursuer does the stab to curse you
Hmm.
and cause your life to just basically be so that he can camp you out later and just outlast you.
Hmm.
That's a really funny little detail I found.
I didn't even get to ever talk about my. I never got to do my. I should have done my thoughts on SM, not SMT. Fuck, we've been talking about SMT so much that I keep thinking about it.
I think you
Anyways,
did mention something on the server, but I never got around to.
well, I did mention that I did mention that I think DMC4 is in my opinion actually is like more fun gameplay wise than 3 was. Personally, that was my take on it, but I never actually gave my full thoughts on the game itself, which still I still do prefer. Okay, so I still do prefer DMC free by a lot, but I think gameplay wise 4 is probably better. Now, by what margin, I actually don't know. I just think it's better.
What do you like about it that made you think it was better?
Well, for me personally, well, there's actually quite a bit. I feel like so this kind of gets into what I so I'm going to talk about a game that nobody really likes. So I'm going to get into DMC 2, but the reason trust me, there's a reason why this is relevant to it. Don't worry. So, while a lot of people didn't like DMC 2, one of the things I did like about it is the experimentation and so on and so forth you can do with it, and also some of the more crazy shit you could also do as well. Maybe or maybe not a result of some programming stuff, but still some fun stuff you can do in that game. 4 was that, but times 2 in my personal opinion.
Are you referring to the physics?
Yes, I am.
Have you ever actually like used the physics in your playthrough, or do you just like watching it because it's like it looks really cool?
No, actually, I actually have. Now, granted, not as skillful as like some other people have, but I actually have. Actually have. I'm assuming you don't like it.
No. So my opinion on the physics in DMC4 is that it's great. I mean, so if you play DMC5, which I'm assuming at some points you're clearly like playing through the games, you will. DMC5 has a similar physics engine. It just has different choices involving the physics when you perform a jump cancel. But everything up to that, as far as momentum, is pretty much the same. A lot of moves in general have far more momentum than they do in 4. Um, I don't have an issue with that. I actually like the idea of things like reversals officially. I just wish Capcom made them an official mechanic instead of creating them as like accidents. That's my position, because if Capcom can officially design something, then they know, okay, here's a standpoint where we can work with. Now we can improve or change this thing. But if they don't know how they programmed it, then they can't really do anything with it. That's the only reason I would consider it a negative, is because they don't know how to design or improve upon it, since they don't know how it got there in the first place. So it's not really like the mechanics, or I guess the physics engine's fault. It's more so Capcom's fault. We're not really like, and I guess Clover Studios at large.
I don't really say like no, but yeah, no. I've experimented a bit with I've experimented a bit with the physics and stuff, and using it really is fun. Granted, I'm not the absolute best DMC4 player at all, not even close, but still.
I'm gonna be honest. This is a little jarring to do this, but
Why are you doing this?
yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. I played when 4 was the most recent game at the time. I played that game so often, and I was so interested in playing that game, regardless of the physics engine, just to play it as the new DMC game and the quality of life moves it had at the time. Like, I didn't care about the fact that the campaign was like that Nero's campaign was basically copy pasted into Dante's in reverse. I didn't give a shit about that. I bought the game on its original 360. Or, well, I technically inherited it, but then I bought another copy of the game to get it, and then I bought it again for the special edition release. And then I bought a digital copy of the special edition release again years later. So I bought DMC 4, I think, at least 3 times. Even when I stopped playing it, just so I could have it.
Jesus.
You know, like I've bought. Well, to be fair, I actually needed it for lore purposes, so I can get like screenshots and stuff. But it was definitely like I've definitely like invested a pretty ridiculous amount of time, mainly as Nero. Oh yeah, I never got to ask which version of the game did you play? I'm assuming you got the special edition, but you know it's entirely possible you could have gotten a vanilla version.
Nah, I didn't. Nah, special.
Okay. Because you can't. Well, okay, that's not true. You can get the vanilla versions on the One and Series X consoles, and I think on PC. But you can't get any version of DMC4 on the Switch. So if you got it on PS4 or PS5, I think they only have the special edition.
Yeah, I'm PS4.
So who's your main Neo? Now the time is now to answer the question.
Man. So
I'll answer the
my
questions in a minute, guys. I want Neil's thoughts.
Oh my gosh, are you really asking me? Are you really asking
I'm
me?
gonna pick your brain as dry as I can. What little information you have on
So
Neil's
since I played, okay, so since I played, Special Edition, because I have heard that the original had less options than Special, so I'm just go off of that. Oh,
That's
sorry. What?
probably true.
I
Unless
say so,
we're talking about gravity. Gravity was tweaked a little bit in 4. You wouldn't notice it because you've only played Special Edition, or I guess the main one you've played is Special Edition at this point, so you probably wouldn't notice the difference between that and Villain of War, but Special Edition is a little bit heavier.
I was gonna say, okay, so my favorite, my main is gonna have to be, oh boy. So it's probably gonna have to really be, and again, fuck it, I'm
I
gonna
thought
say
you
it.
said Hellboy for a minute. I'm like, he's not in the fucking game. You.
Oh my gosh.
Go
No, I
ahead.
feel like I'm about to be skinned the line, but I'm gonna just say Virgil because, like, again, and I can explain a bit, or unless you just already understand.
Yeah,
But
you're playing the Special Edition. I thought for a minute I was just like, there's only two characters in the game. You. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I've said before that like playing Virgil is absolutely fun, and in 4, man, holy shit, man. In my opinion, and that's actually one of the reasons why I actually do kind of prefer 4's gameplay to 3. Dude, seriously, playing Virgil in this game to me is fun as shit.
So I kind of have to ask, did you play him in 3 before you played him in 4?
Actually, yeah.
Okay, then that makes a little more sense. Because if you played him at 4 and you go back to 3, then even if so, playing him in 4, I think at the time you're like, yeah, there could be some disadvantages to playing 4 Virgil, like no trick back outside of Devil Trick or no trick up. But then when you realize I can cancel literally any action at any point in time, you're like, what could I not do with this character? What is not possible with this character with the ability to cancel any action with a sword? You know?
But
Plus, I would argue they really made Yamato more of its own weapon in this game as opposed to 3. Because in 3, it feels like everything Yamato is just Aerial Rave and Judgment Cut. Whereas, like, Rapid Slash doesn't have nearly the priority. Like, Yamato doesn't have a lot of, like, aerial, like, prior moves outside of, like, your basic Aerial Rave. But they gave it, like, a roulette spin, which was, like, the coolest thing. And then, obviously, Aerial Judgment Cut. I don't need to say anything more about that.
I was gonna say though, again, like I said, yeah, Virgil's gonna be my main here. It absolutely, in my opinion, when you play as him in 4, in my opinion, I feel like that's really when you're experiencing 4 at its like and in my opinion, obviously. Although I've heard that like Dante is like probably the most mechanically advanced in the game.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I figured that's the case.
Did
But
you play Lady and Trish by chance?
I have, and let me just say that, man, okay. Well, Lady can be fun, but I mean, Lady can be fun, but in my opinion, she's just, she's bad. Trish is alright.
So
Like, I'm sorry, I don't like playing Lady that much. I'm sorry, man.
I've actually had some differing opinions on Lady and Trish. So I used to think Trish was a lot more fun to me because I played her in DMC2, and she just felt like she had a more refined DMC1 Dante like moveset, except like she could use Sparta in a far more interesting way than Dante ever could. And I really respected the way they designed her kit, especially with aerial raid. When DMC4 came around, they gave her this really sick V divider move and a bunch of bare knuckle moves. But then they took away the freedom for her to basically put, the Sparta sword in the ground. They did not give her like open-ended like bare knuckle moves and a bunch of other guns. So they gave her Pandora, which was kind of cool. I kind of had mixed opinions on Trish. Lady, I've come around on playing more because she has some really silly, stupid setups with her grapple and her grenades, where she can ping pong enemies between the wall and the air. Like,
That is fair too. I can understand the appeal for it,
now,
but for me personally, I'm like, bruh, are you serious right now? What
now,
is this shit?
my criticism of Lady, aside from the fact that she has struggles greatly with the boss matchups, is the fact that almost all of her good options. Well, there's two reasons with Lady. So almost all of her good options should have technically gone to Dante, because Dante in his game in DMC4 suffers massively when it comes to his firearms and gunslinger style as a whole. They nerfed the absolute shit out of guns after DMC3. Which again, I understand if you don't like the idea of point and shoot forever, blah 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 blah. But there were guns like Spiral, there were guns like Artemis, there were guns like Kalina Ann that had reasons to be good outside of point and shoot. They had utility in multiple different situations, and that got kind of taken away. And then you see Lady in DMC4, and you're like, oh my god, they just gave all those abilities to you. Which I get it. Guns are the main way you kill demons, but like, I can tell that these moves were intended for Dante. And you know how I know that? Because when DMC5 comes along, almost all those moves were given to Dante.
Hmm.
Sorry, that's just a rant on my part.
No, it's fine, but like I said, I don't think there's really any. I don't think that any of the characters are bad here. Even Lady, even though I just really hate playing as her. Like I'm not even gonna lie, I really do. But I don't think that she's bad though, because like again, there are some cool things that you can do with her. At the end of the day, it's kind of how I see Gunslinger. You just have to, you just have to be dedicated to it and do it.
Gotta experiment. Let me buy. I'm gonna buy a falcon. No, I'm not gonna buy 11 falchions. The hell.
Yes.
Skill issue, basically. I
Uh,
was waiting for that. I was waiting for that.
Seriously, I was just like, wait a minute. I don't want to buy 11 of these. What the fuck?
Uh,
Where's too long,
I've had
dude?
that happen before, and it is the worst feeling in the world. You hate yourself for like 20 minutes. After you're just so angry.
Good for you, Newen. Lol, this is like Elden Ring ripoff. Too true. You're a gunslinger main after all, Mangler. So you're right. He is a gunslinger main, so his opinion doesn't matter.
Um,
damn.
I just recognize that gunslinger isn't a shit style.
Okay, well then your eyes and you get fucking checked out.
I mean, we've already established you don't know anything about the style.
Damn, easy. Just ignoring the actual fucking criticisms for
I don't
shame.
ignore the criticisms. I've explained why they're wrong in detail.
Uh-huh.
Detail that you, a person who critiques Gunslinger, fails to provide.
Damn, very convenient.
Okay. I finished Gaging Catherine. Okay, I'm gonna answer these questions now. I love using air inertia and Dante and DMC4, but Nero and DMC5 air taunt triple jump, but I can't go back to DMC5 4 Nero. Yeah, so this is a problem I had with the DMD run, but this is a problem broadly speaking with DMC4 as a whole. Whenever I try to go back and play DMC4, this is why I like playing Lady and Trish because so the way that I played DMC4 initially was that I started with Nero. He was one of the like the main character that I basically played after DMC3 because Virgil was not in the game and Virgil was my main. So I played Nero, and then um, actually really liked his Exceed system. I really liked the 3 weapon system between like Blue Rose, Red Queen, Labringer. I really liked that setup. And then when the special edition came out, I was like, well, I'm gonna play the fuck out of Nero because I like playing him. But I'm also gonna start spending some time playing Virgil. And then after enough time, I started gradually just absorbing all my time with Nero. And then the same thing happened in 5, where I went back to playing Nero when the game came out, and then when Virgil eventually got added and the special edition got released, I gravitated more towards Virgil. Except now I'm technically jumping between Virgil, Nero, and Dante consistently in the game. Like I'm playing like every single character because they're all that entertaining. But see, after playing 5, I can't go back and play Nero for Nero's like seriously because you can't use Exceed effectively in 4. Exceed is you make Exact or you make Max Act or you do nothing at all. Because when you manually rev Exceed, you put yourself in massive disadvantage. There is no disadvantage for revving Exceed in 5 because you can run and use Exceed and you can air taunt it, which is how Exceed should have been designed in the first place. You just never knew you never knew that was a liability because that was the only thing you had. It never seemed that impractical because you would just do it in between like combat. You never do it in combat. But once you realize, wow, I can do this in combat, you're like, I have so many more options. This is so cool. Right, Mangler, what would you want DMC6 to prove upon DMC5? I would like an option for breaker swapping. I would like the implementation of reverse mechanics or reverse inputs and a greater like dial system. Um, I would like more customizable controls for a couple things. So DMC5 is pretty good. Camera controls mainly. Camera and lock-on stuff needs to be adjusted, especially camera, because there were some issues that they kind of fixed with 5's like options with camera tracking. They definitely need to be better. Um, and then just like general, I would say a general return to the Gothic architecture and atmosphere is something I would like to see. Because 5 definitely nailed like a horror aspect of level design and world building, but they miss like the architecture part because it's kind of I understand why for the scenario, like I get it, but
I was
yeah.
gonna I was gonna say, okay, so for all the shit I've been talking about DMC1, that's the thing that I like about it more than any other DMC game actually. Because I feel like that very Lovecraftian as horror aspect that DMC was really built on kind of slowly faded away towards the like as the
This
games progressed.
this is why you got to read the DMC1 and DMC2 novels because they go so far into that stuff. Like you start realizing how fucked the world in DMC really is when you start seeing like what happens to the people around the main cast and the world. And it's still there in 4's novel and 5's novel, but it's less abundant because you're dealing with characters in a more recent time when you've seen all the stuff they're going through. It's not the same when you see it in like 1 and two's novel because it can be so grim. Um,
Yeah, but yeah, they do make but yeah, whenever they do make DMC6, that's one thing I agree with Mangler in the sense that I feel like the more gothic, more horror-esque nature should make a return because, well, don't get me wrong, I love DMC's very action-oriented, very high energy type self. I also do kind of like the little bit more dialed back a bit aspects of like 1 and 2 personally for me.
English says DMC4 special edition is slower than DMC4 vanilla. Oh, heavier. Yeah, it's heavier. The gravity's a little bit heavier. DMC4 Virgil was so good they had to nerf his backtrack. More like they forgot. like they put his back trick in Devil Trigger. So I still would have hated them removing his trick up the way that they did, but holy crap! Like I would have at least forgiven that if they allowed you like one of his teleports not being locked to like a sword. But no, they didn't even design embed swords correctly, like the way they should have, because that mechanic was taken from the reboot, and in the reboot, the swords break after a single teleport. You can also put the swords out of most attacks, and you can teleport enemies to you and you to enemies. So you can circumvent that in addition to the teleports being on different buttons, or not being tied exclusively to those mechanics.
Hang on. Sorry, let me see what's going on. Does your friend have a YouTube channel? If you're referring to Neo, yes. If you're referring to Mangler, no. Mangler, take a look at Red Dust picture.
Yeah, hang on, right there.
Alright, as I'm saying, as soon as you can tell me what the characters are going to be in the middle panel of drawing, or if you just want to be around people around there. Hello, fools. Hello, T-Tech. You doing for it?
More weapons. I mean, technically, canonically, there's at least 666 weapons that have been made with Pandora. But if you want to be clear here, it's actually for Pandora to be like, I guess, a lore accurate weapon. It would have to be
Right.
whatever the player wants it to be, which I don't know how you create a weapon like that.
Hang on. Wait. No, New Hin. It was supposed to be like a picture of him. Fuck it, just make it a statue. Just make it a statue. You've already drawn it. Just make it a statue. It's fine.
Stunning humans bosses is the side of the stage lady. Side of the stage lady will melt them. I don't understand this. You're trying to say like human-sized bosses is what Lady shines in? Because I would definitely agree with that. That she does better against Sanctus, at least once the shield's gone. She does okay against Kratos. She does much better against Dante. Then like Lady's matchup against Dante is actually very, very good. Whereas her matchup against Burial and Bale and Echidna are like trash. Which you'd think they wouldn't be because they're big and like slow, but then it's like you have no defensive options and you have very little evasive options. But you have a fuck ton of guns.
Or just kill Bloodborne gods.
Whoever made this game needs a copyright and ban this game. Are you referring to Dark Souls 2?
Yeah, essentially works fine there anyway. If you already drawn it, it's fine.
Bloodborne gods? So they have a lot of statements, and it depends on how you take it. Cause me personally, I have like the Bloodborne gods are like universal, but that's really it. At the very least, I have them around like tier 4 because there's crazy shit like the Call Beyond and so on and so forth.
Oh, that's some good artwork. Red Desk. I have taken a photo of it. Looks nice. Right, I've taken a look at the photo. My bad. You do and 4 you do. Okay. I think this game needs a ban. Probably not people who actually enjoy the Dark Souls games. Even the Dark Souls people who don't like Dark Souls 2 would still think like it's okay that it exists.
Oh yeah, Dark Souls 2 is a fine game. It's just that there's some things that people don't really like about it personally. It's a matter of perspective personally.
I'm just saying, like, every person who's ever made a complaint about Dark Souls 2 hasn't been able to make, like, generally has not been able to make valid criticisms, because almost all of them have been objectively wrong. And you can say that you don't like the game or you don't like the movement or fine, like, that's fine. It's an opinion, but, like, most of them claim these things are, like, fact, like the hitboxes, the life gems, the bosses, and things like this, and it's like, okay, well, these are things we can quantify, so... Wait, why am I even over here? What am I doing?
Good question.
Oh, that's right. I'm technically done. So, Zim, if you want, well, actually, I can play like one more game for a little bit. Then I'm...
Well, what I was gonna say, do you want to just call it there or
Yeah, I might just call it here because there's not really, unless you want to take over the stream and do P3.
Well, either way, I'm gonna end this one because I pray before I go to bed every night, but because I do like long P3 streams. Or just long streams right now. I have to pray before the next stream.
So it's gonna be a long prayer then.
Oh, wow. The porn bot showed up to your stream.
Hey, get out of here. You know what? No, I have the power to deal with this. Be gone, thought.
Mangler's moving up in the world.
You do not show up on my stream, especially not when I'm about to leave.
It's sending you to where you're supposed to go. Okay, well, I have an honest question because I do have a few other games I can play besides P3 that you guys haven't seen before on the channel. It might take me a few minutes to set it up, but like, would you guys just want me to continue P3 and just continue the roleplay there, or would you guys want to see something else?
I'd like to team Ruby going through DMC4. If they're given demonic power and humanity to become a lot of health, pretty much every character is played DMC4 to get demonic power. Also, it kind of depends, because like, DMC4 story structure wise is written very, very differently from any of the other DMC games for protagonist swaps. Because like, technically Dante is a protagonist in the game, but he shows up as an antagonist at the beginning by killing the head of the religious order that Nero grew up in and is currently employed in. So that kind of changes the bit of the pacing a little bit.
All right, then what?
Oh, I was gonna say also, fuck Dante as a boss fight.
Did you fucking get the glitch or no?
I'll let you figure out. I'll let you. You know what? And all the infinite wisdom, I'll let you figure out.
Did you enjoy Royal Guard?
Nah, dude, I'm not even gonna lie. No, I'm not even joking. Among all the things that I've ever faced in like in the DMC series, this is in my opinion top 5. No question.
Now you know the Royal Guard walking towards you mean. Now you understand why that is so terrifying to so many people.
All right. Like, I can just spam Dante with Virgil. No, I mean, you can to some extent, but like Dante has this weird glitch where I don't know what causes it, but he can become invulnerable right when you basically killed him, and he will just Royal Guard you forever. Like, you can't kill him, he's just stuck blocking all your attacks and just hitting like forward until you die.
Unless you're Nero or Virgil. You can break it. Yeah, you can break the glitch if you grab him with a bringer.
Can you?
Yeah, because the bringer is a dedicated animation, and it always, well, assuming you can hit him, but if he's stuck in Royal Guard, like you said, if he's actually glitched, you should be able to grab him because he just walks straight towards you.
No, he doesn't move. He doesn't register. It's just that whenever you hit him or get close to him, he Royal Guards or instantly Royal releases you.
It's not a glitch. It's just final fate. No, that shouldn't be, because so you have to get like right in front of him, but your bringer grab has greater range than his royal release does, on like initiation. Like, you have to be like right in front of him and miss the timing.
I mean, well,
Dante can Royal Guard the Buster. Remember? No, he shouldn't be able to. You can't Royal Guard the Buster animation.
well, I mean, I got it when I was playing Lady, and I think I got it twice while playing Lady. I don't think I don't think I've ever gotten it with Nero.
He can't Royal Guard the Buster animation because you can't release the grab. You can't release a slam. He does. I've never had him do that though. I played him on every single difficulty, including on Hell in Hell, in both games, both vanilla and special edition, and I've grabbed him like dozens, if not hundreds of times, and I've never seen him Royal release the grab or the slam.
Dude, Zare, remember you throw all the guard attacks on him as Lady, he kept Royal Guard, and all your shots he got closer and closer to you, he one shot you were released. I even tried Holy Water, and he blocked Holy Water. I didn't even know that was possible.
He's just like, I'm gonna cheese you, and like, no, you're not, asshole. You're like, wait a minute, that's not supposed to work.
But nah, the thing is, it's like I thought it was a joke that like that boss was like up most hard, but like, god fucking damn it, dude. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, that actually pissed me off. I'm salty still.
Oh, that's the full image. Hang on, let me check this one.
Alright, Mangler, are you gonna be here for like another 10-15 minutes?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna leave you two with the stream alone, so I'm gonna go pray, so that way, by the time Mangler decides to leave, I can just go straight into either P3 or the other game. You two have fun.
Yeah, it's just something that I've always noticed, and it's very interesting to me. And the funny thing too is also notice that on the contrary, I've also noticed that like the third installment is the one that a lot of people like as well too. Like there, for example, Mega Man 3, a lot of people love that game. DMC 3, a lot of people love that game. Final Fantasy 3, a lot of people love that game.
I was gonna say this. The same thing happened with Ninja Gaiden. Like Ninja Gaiden, first one's the best. Second one, like not as great as the first one because it's not as hard or something. Fucking terrible game, or not terrible game, but like, you know. And then the third one is always this thing makes or breaks the franchise. It's either we go big or ho home, and I'm like, why do people have this mentality? Like, why is this mentality the same? Why do we have the same cookie cutter approach to every trilogy of games? I don't get this. Who made up these rules?
Yeah,
Was it
it's just
Star Wars? Please tell me it was Star Wars.
it's always something that I've like thought about. I'm like, yeah, no, this is just weird. Like, why is this such a prevalent case? And it's just like, hmm.
Alright, so sorry about that. I guess I accidentally muted the desktop audio instead of my mic.
Yes. I want to check out this Dante thing.
What are you trying
I
to
don't
do?
believe- So he says he claims that Dante can royal release your the slam after you bring her and grab him, and I bring her and grab him so many times I've never had him do this, even on the highest difficulties. Of course, he sent me a video from 2008, and I'm like, why is it always from like the time of release? For like the first game, like never something recent that I could use. Oh yeah, I forgot that you can use the hellhounds or the gladiuses. I don't remember what they're called.
And there's video evidence, so
I mean, that's what people have said, and then something can get patched, or they didn't understand how it happened, or they fucked up because they didn't have context. Like,
so you decided to go and see for yourself then?
God.
So it's not realized too. Wait a minute, Mango. I didn't know you watched that dude. I know. Like I forgot the name of the channel, but like I know you watched that dude's Kingdom Hearts content.
I'm gonna do that. I don't remember his name exactly. It was a while ago. I've watched a lot of videos from a lot of places.
Hmm.
So I'm starting to get the exceed timing down.
Actually, out of curiosity, Mango, I'm curious. What is your favorite Dark Souls boss? Like just regular boss.
We're not including DLC.
I mean, that's kind of why I wanted to end the stream, to just fucking, like, you know, go pray on my own, then come back afterwards. But it's
I
like they
just,
were still talking, so I was like, eh.
I was gonna say, yeah. Yeah, DLC count. It just can't be a final boss. Anything counts. Not a final boss though.
Damn it. Oh well, there goes the there goes the Ivory King. Um, I was gonna say, aside from that, I think the Pursuer is probably my favorite boss of all time, like
Uh,
by far. Or if not the Pursuer, the Smelter Demon was like really nice. But I did also like, what's his name? The Soul of well, actually no, Soul of Sin is fucking final boss. God damn it. Well, yeah, so non-final bosses, I would say those characters, and then I kind of warmed up to Sullivan after playing a Faith build, but that was something that was directly designed to counter him. But nonetheless, that was one of the most enjoyable experiences I've ever had in Dark Souls 3. Was playing a build that could actually inflict a lot of damage on him and could consistently target his doppelganger.
Hmm. There's some pretty interesting choices. I'm gonna be a bit generic here, and I'm gonna say that my favorite Dark Souls bosses as a whole is, I know it's gonna sound generic, but it's still gonna be Ornstein and Smog. Like that boss to me is I absolutely love it. It's actually one of my. It's actually one. It's actually like one of, if not my favorite, like standard bosses in gaming. I absolutely love Smog and Ornstein. Like,
Now, for those of you who are curious, in the novel, Nero actually does some really silly things in this fight because after he does some Yamato shenanigans, he starts mimicking moves that Virgil does, and Dante just laughs at him, and Nero's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, it's just nostalgic. Because, like, he starts shooting bullets at Nero from Ebony and Ivory, and Nero starts blocking the way Virgil does in DMC3, and Dante just chuckles because it reminds him of his brother. Oh fuck, I dropped the charge shot when I shouldn't have done that. Wait, I think that was his royal guard out of that. He's always walking towards you. Oh wait, no, he's got something else.
You know, so Dante, we're releasing Buster often.
Well, if he doesn't do it often, it doesn't even matter at that point. 'Cause I've never seen it happen at all. It must be like a 2% chance or something.
Well, so what exactly is he supposed to royal release? Is he supposed to royal release your grab animation,
No,
or
he roll releases the slam after you hit him down to the ground, but like the problem is that there's two different slams that you can do. Well, actually, no, there's only one slam that you can do if you have the timing.
so you're suggesting that Dante can royal release immediately after you grab him and throw him
Yeah,
down?
I just grabbed him in Royal Guard. Oh, there we go. He's in Royal Guard now. Damn it! He slipped.
I'm gonna be
I know.
honest.
I just slapped his ass to the ground. He couldn't do anything there. There was nothing he could do because he's not supposed to. That's Royal Guard is not designed to defend you from grabs
Why is there
because you can't guard a grab.
Why is there a pavilion in the middle of the room? Because that's where they had Sanctus when he was dead.
Yeah, that's where he wakes up after he's dragged there by the order. Also, the reason Dante is breathing hard is because Nero's actually torching him now.
Mangler, we already recorded the video. You can just wait.
No, I cannot. Hey,
Maybe
Nero, did you pre-order Xenoblade Chronicles 3?
I haven't pre-ordered it, but I'm definitely gonna get it as soon as it comes out.
It's a rare clip. Well, 80 plus views. It's real. It might be the only clip of it. I mean, if it's so inconsistent that it doesn't happen, like that a person who's played it for over 600 hours via 3 different copies of the game has never seen it happen, then it's probably not as real as you'd like to believe. Or it's not real enough to make a difference. Because it's so statistically unlikely that I have never seen it whatsoever. Now, I don't account for all of the DMC4 players, even most of them at all. But the fact is that I've played this game consistently, and I've experimented with this boss fight every possible way that I can with the bringer, and I have never gotten that interaction. I've never gotten an interaction. It is the gameplay footage. I'm gonna watch this gameplay footage, and if it's not exactly what you're talking about, I'm gonna call bullshit on this one.
One bar exceed will make Dante easy to recover from Devil Trigger grab attacks. I think the problem is that he's doing it in Devil Trigger, because one guy claims that it's Devil Trigger that's making the difference.
Also, like something a little bit more recent, especially on the special edition, would help. Not like base versions of Vanilla 4. Keyword. Oh my god, am I gonna have to watch this from fucking Discord? Good lord.
I was also gonna mention as well too. You know, I was gonna mention what was it? Oh yeah. Also, sort of like with Spartan, like I don't mind streaming games and like I'm probably gonna fucking
Oh no,
and
that's gotta be a glitch. No, so that's never happened. Yeah, so he didn't even damage the DT. That's gotta be a glitch because if he that Buster animation has iframes and you're not scripted to be able to break out of it. So if that did happen, that's probably not intended.
hmm.
Alright. Oh,
I was
Digimon
gonna
Survive came out?
yeah. Let's
Whatever the
say we
fuck
don't.
that is.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna. Yeah, I think I was gonna mention. Like I said, I don't mind streaming games ever. I'm probably just gonna play Mega Man or some shit. Mainly simple ones. If I ever do want to do that.
Did not mean to pick that. What the fuck?
That's fine. Ah, what a wonderful loading screen.
Can I just say I think I'm a little bit pissed off that I did this initially, but I'm pretty sure. Now that I think about it, I might have. Yeah, so I think the physical copy that I got for DMC4 was initially the Japanese special edition because it not only does it have Japanese letters written all over the back, like the pre-code, like loading codes for the special costumes for the Gloria costume and the DMC3 lady costumes were all in Japanese, and I never understood that, and it always pissed me off. But I think it's because I forgot that I had bought it in Japanese. Because I don't know why I would have done that, but I guess the only reason. Well, actually, no, wait. I didn't buy it in Japanese. My dad bought it for me in Japanese because he didn't want to pay the full price for the English copy. That's right.
I've seen better loading screens. I see.
Bruh. Bruh, Mangler, you're one of those kids who somehow managed to get their hands on Final Mix well before it even got released in the West.
DMC4. Not Cage. Can I just say that Lady has the weakest, weirdest, and most impractical taunts in the entire DMC series?
Yes, yes, you can.
Like, so I've tried to use her taunts to increase stylish stuff and to build up her burst meter, and they take forever to come out. Like, really, only her S rank taunt comes out fast enough, and at that point, it's like, why do I have to get to this rank?
Are you agree that's when someone say as XCO can't beat Shay Cormac ever? I don't know what the fuck Shay Cormac would have that would make him so much better than XCO that he could never win. Like, are we talking basic kits? Are we talking like a unique item? That's. I'm gonna be honest. Like I mean, even among the assassins, I'll argue like some of them beat the other ones pretty handily, but I don't think I'd ever get to the point where I'd say there's no chance whatsoever. Especially not from the original Assassin's Creed lineup. Maybe the new characters got some crazy shit with their Pieces of Eden, but like. Nice miss. Like, I don't know what the fuck you'd actually say that Shay Cormac has that XCO can't handle. Also, Mangler, what are you doing? Why are you playing Blade Palace? You can't save and stop this Blade Palace. What are you doing, boy?
Hey man, you can stop at any time you're ready. I'm just background noise at this point.
I can't be right. The game's on mute. Hang on. There we go.
I will say that she has the most unique application of charge shots out of any of the characters.
You mean because she's actually built with charge shots in mind?
Well, like, so she has Nero's, like, charge shot for her pistols, but then she has a unique charge shot that only she possesses, where after she loads up the barrel, for a period of time, she fires nothing but charge shots under the blast. So it's like Dante's, but if it was actually well designed.
What do you mean well designed? You mean just had better damage?
No, it's just well designed.
Doesn't Dante's also like stick around for like 3 to 4 shots after the first initial charge shot?
Yeah, but it disappears shortly afterwards. If you'll notice, every single shot for like a full 5 to 6 seconds is.
Yeah, that's called balancing. That has nothing to do with bad. That has nothing to do with bad design. They chose to make Dante's fucking like charge shot a shorter duration because he has so many other options.
No particular reason though, which charge shots were nerfed and nerfed and nerfed with every game. There's even no reason. Like you know they nerfed the damage stacking in this game, right? Like they made his normal bullets charge shots. That was done so that DT couldn't stack on top of charge shot damage, which was possible in DMC3.
I mean, I think the point still stands that like if Dante had the same amount fucking charge shot duration, his damage would be even more absurd than it already is.
His charge shots don't do anything in this game, so they wouldn't.
Devil, where are you?
Dude, Devil's not gonna defend that. He knows Gunslinger and DMC4 doesn't have the damage output.
Devil!
Hey, he'll agree 3 and 5 do, but like it's a universal agreement among like Dante players.
Devil, get in here!
DMC4 Gunslinger is the worst iteration of a style that has existed ever.
You're well. I mean, it's the shittiest version, the shittiest style. So you know.
Damn, we're getting into this shit again.
You put Trickster really funny there.
Trickster's great. Don't be mad just because you don't like fucking actual good dodges.
I don't understand what's great about being a coward.
Is this coming from the guy whose entire playstyle is literally shooting someone from a distance?
I don't have to shoot them from a distance. That's what the shotgun's for.
He says Shay Cormac was 30 years old and XCO can't beat XCO. Again, like, as far as I know, there's nothing Shay Cormac has that would make him so superior to Ezio that Ezio could never win. Except from a gunslinger main. Ignore it, doesn't use Trickster. How embarrassing!
Can you kill things with Trickster?
I can.
No, so because even Royal Guard can kill things with Trickster. Can you kill anything with Trickster?
I can kill their patience.
No, you cannot. You can kill distance, but not an actual person.
So you're saying the value of a style is only in accordance to how much damage it can deal?
No. What I'm asking you is, can you kill a person?
But I'm just gonna point out that's not what Trickster's designed to do to begin with.
I know.
So like, why are you using it as like why are you using it as a negative against it?
Because it's a hilarious thing to consider about your style. You pointed out about how Gunslinger's trash because it doesn't have enough damage output, but then like your style doesn't even do any damage at all.
Yeah, because it gives you insane amounts of mobility and I'm not sure if iframes are on the dash for this game. I believe there are iframes on the third game.
On every dash there are.
Okay, so then hyper active defense, iframes on all of it, great mobility for gap closing. And you want me to trade safety, mobility, and protection for your little pea shooter?
We've already established that like my pea shooter has better stagger and damage than most of your other weapons.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Only in specific conditions, not on generics.
Dude, Ebony and
Alright,
Ivory is the
Dip, I'll see you
default
all.
guns for most
There's
guns
Neil.
for most people who play Dante. There's nothing specific about
Dude,
that.
you literally have to show up, do a specific charge combo setup, and then maybe you'll do enough damage. Fuck out of
Charge
here.
combo stuff. I just hold the X button. There's
Mhm.
nothing specific about that.
Uh-huh.
It's the gun button.
Very convenient.
I don't even need the style button to do it, actually.
Very convenient.
It's one of the most unique things about Gunslinger. You don't need the style button, the little mechanic of the style to use it. Arguably gives it much more versatility. Oh, dude, those missiles made like 2 passes, and they never hit their target.
They got close. You want to know what they did do? Their best. Shakork attacks the counter Brotherhood and Exio is no different to them? That doesn't matter. Again, you can say maybe Shade might win most of the time, but even then, Exio's like one of the best assassins. Just because you can counter other assassins does not mean you'd be able to beat some of the best assassins out there. I do use all 3 guns. I don't know why the fuck they made her taunt so fucking, like, long.
They're so unsafe. There's never a reason to use them except to build a little bit of style. But the only reason you want to do that is to get to a better taunt, so you can actually get some burst. If I had to guess, it's because they didn't want to make her burst focused. Because her little burst thing is like, you know... I guess it's just not like what they were going for.
Wow. Holy shit, finally I'm almost be done with this fucking chapter. I've been stuck on this chapter for 3 to 4 days now. Fuck me.
You get DT bars with tricksters in order to kill demons. By specifically dodging like for an insane length of time, though.
Nice, we can see Mangler versus Burial, hopefully. I'll let him hit stage 20, then we'll call the stream there. He's almost there.
Now, the great thing about streaming is that my game can't automatically capture footage when I get to an S rank.
They don't do that? He's Exio is very predictable, makes mistake after mistake. Based on what? I don't even think we have canon fights with Exio. What's he basing that on? Also, mistake after mistake, he literally dominated almost every opponent he fought. Having some trouble there? What are you doing?
Is he not? Okay, you know what? There we go.
You want to talk about what just happened? Alright guys, he's Mangler not making it to burial. How is it not here your fucking rocket? It's a giant fucking rocket. Oh. Lady has... I do not like what they did for the replacement for Lady's DT, but they gave her like an AoE grenade wave clear, I think.
Yep.
It's not a terrible idea. I just don't like it because of the fact that I felt that maybe they could do something a little more interesting.
They could have.
Or hell, failing that, giving her more than one DT attack.
Give her more movement usage. Because, like, one of the cool things about Lady is that she goes into sprint very quickly, and she's able to move around while she's shooting her guns faster. She specializes in using mobility, and they didn't give her any mechanics that reward mobility. Even though that she's intended to be so fast. Which I always found that to be such, like, a flawed system.
I feel like that's why they gave her the longer charge up time on her weapons too, because if you're supposed to be moving around a lot, especially with the shotgun, you're probably better off. I don't think it stays charged when you enter the next room, does it? Oh, alright.
Yeah, no, that was actually one of the mechanics and quality of life improvements of the special edition. Was that the special edition gave you the ability to charge attacks into the next room and carry them over, which made a huge difference for Nero players because they were basically able to bank like. It made a huge difference for speedrunners, for sure, but it made a huge difference because they were able to bank like charge shot threes going into the next room, like immediately. Didn't have to worry about all this downtime.
Or Lady 1 3DT bar can convert it to a full charge gun attacks. I think it.
Oh no, no grapple mechanic. That really pissed me off. So, she has a grapple that throws enemies up into the air and down to the ground, but she does not have the ability to grapple herself to enemies or grapple enemies to her. Which it's like. What do you mean? Like, Dante's grapple with Kalina Ann in DMC3 did exactly that. Why do you have the same gun, and you're the original owner, but you don't have access to this ability? It's not like he has the gun in this game.
Maybe it needs super strength to use it. Anyways. I think if they let you sacrifice a DT bar for a fully charged, like, gun combo, it would have been too busted.
Damn it. Fucking flame pillar bullshit. That's all he's good for. That's all that boss is ever good for.
But you're not salty about it though, right?
Not at all. Why'd I be salty about a linear boss?
Alright. Well, that'll be the end of the Mangler stream. I'll be back in a few minutes and we'll start up the Persona 3 stream. So,